Okay.
Yeah, you guys.
Guys,
have
I still have 6 beans.
Okay.
These
Didn't
rolls
cause
off.
us any problems earlier.
Right, let me lay the land. You guys can strategize.
That's what we want him to think.
Ended last session. You guys were running from Garamakia. Flew after you. Roger used his, as he said, his Conqueror's Hockey that he can't use all that often, as in once a day, to temporarily stun one of the 5 elders chasing you in his dragon form. Quite focused on chasing you guys, and also was trying to retrieve Roger. After failing to retrieve Roger, turned back on the island of Logtown, torched the entire place. You guys can see it in the distance on fire. Looks like there's next to no survivors. But Ferrum looks at their Viva card and sees Incus is still, he's not dead. He's still living. And I don't know if anyone has any way of checking on anyone else.
Well, we have to just hope that Onda got out.
Yeah, Onda was heading off in a different direction, said he'd meet you guys at Reverse Mountain, or further along in that direction. Calico, unfortunately, stabbed through the heart.
Killed himself.
Yeah. By Incus. And we're leaving now with a mad dash out of Logtown, and just before getting back on the boat, Incus left Ferrum a note, a Viva card for himself, and then also a note that said that if Garamakia has hit you or has hurt you in any way in the past 24 hours, or he can track you if he has hurt you in the past 24 hours for 24 hours. So, Sid's hurting you guys just there now. All of you took at least some sort of damage from him.
Yeah.
He can now see you perfectly for the next 24 hours, track you. What is the plan? Or is there anything you guys want to discuss as you see the island behind you in complete flames?
Yeah, so that's awkward.
That just happened.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Well, I'm sure Evan would let it be if that's what you wanted. Guys, forget the plan. Wouldn't it be funny if he was right behind it?
So, right. Ultimately, we have to start at the 24 hours. I still know that Belladonna, you gave the Gunk Monster Avary card.
Yeah.
Is that real?
Is that real?
Actually, no, Evan, I didn't give him a real. I didn't give him a real.
Yeah, he just didn't say to me. You give him a fake one, but didn't tell me.
I just remember you putting a mark on him. Remember you giving him a piece of the Avary card. So.
Give it to Sludge Incus whenever he was being carried away.
I did. I do also have. I have my favorite mark on Makia right now, but that only lasts
an hour.
An hour? Yeah.
Yep.
So I'll know if he starts following us within the hour.
Yeah, you have advantage on checks to track him within the next hour.
Well, he can track us
for the next
24.
Chin up.
Does pass without a trace fuck with that at all? I guess I don't, we don't really
Decents don't last. How long?
Yeah, pass without trace just gives everybody a +10 to stealth.
Okay, what if we were really stealthy?
What if we were so sneaky?
I will read his ability just because Incus was trying to give you a quite on the nose description of it. So he can unerringly track any creature they've wounded in the last 24 hours, knows the distance and specific location, as long as you two are in the same world. So
same world.
The solution is to go to another world, really.
Okay.
Sounds like a job for the cards.
I do like the idea of going towards Reverse Mountain and then when the 24 hours is up, changing course and going with the Calm Belt plan. And just hoping he doesn't know about Belladonna's beaver card.
Probably not. Maybe.
Maybe. I mean,
Like,
Mm,
realistically, if he saw the sludge monster drop into a pile of sludge, he's not going to go rooting around for a piece of paper. Like,
yeah, and I'm pretty sure Belladonna did pass the like sneak. It's just or the
Yeah.
stealth. It just depends on if Sludge Incus willingly gives the piece of paper.
but that
Too.
just, yeah, like to me, it just seemed like the dude was like a blank slate. No, like,
Yeah. I think as well, if he can make copy, basically, I think it's a thing of like, he can't really. It was like this Incus couldn't be healed or something. So there wouldn't really, if the Sludge Incus was unconscious, what would be the point in like keeping him around? Like after Belladonna left that room, he would have just killed Sludge Incus anyway.
In last session, you guys ran into another Sludgincus,
Yeah,
which looked
but it
perfectly
was
healthy.
yeah.
Maybe it's the same Sludgincus, and Sludgincus is dead now, and we don't have to worry about it.
I think we just kind of have to gamble on the fact that he doesn't know about the Avary card, because there's nothing else we can really do other than like go to Reverse Mountain and fight the Warlord and just pass on, because then we'll just have the advantage and like just make a gap between us.
Yeah.
But it's just risky to do that in the first place, so it may as well just like wait out the 24 hours and go comp belt. If he does have the Avary card, well, like I don't know.
Yeah.
The only other option would be to literally kill Belladonna and then wish her back.
Well, we don't know about that second part.
let's not get crazy here.
Okay, you guys have like a 20-minute head start at this point. You've been kind of out, away from the town for a while. There is a sort of a gap. You are out of this ash storm raining down on you, back into just kind of a sunny sky. It's getting later in the day. It's like I think like 6 p.m. now.
How far away are we from Reverse Mountain?
Alta, give me a nature check.
Nature?
I think that's what you use for your navigation.
Is it?
If there's something else you can use,
I actually have no idea.
you could do perception,
Oh,
which I think it is.
I have navigator's tools, if that's it. That's just wisdom. I'll use. Where's my perception?
You can tell it is like between a 3 and a 5 hour trip away to get there. Assuming that everyone is going, like it could be like 3 hours if everyone risks exhausting themselves and like rows as hard as they can essentially, or is just is like sailing the ship with no breaks. 5 hours if the crew are all just taking part but not overexerting themselves, and then it could be up to like 8 if anyone is taking a break.
Okay. And per turn, how much does our boat move generally?
Let's see, I have it written somewhere.
Like in a combat scenario, like what's its
I have it written down on a sheet. Let me find it. I think it's like 40 feet. Yeah, 40 feet per turn.
So if we go at like a normal pace, like he can probably catch up to us. I don't know. He had more than 40 feet. It's kind of hard to tell because he got hasted and then he got slowed. And he spent very little time actually at normal pace.
Yeah, you think he's a good bit quicker than your boat without the haste.
It was in the ballpark of like 70 to 90, I think.
I mean, like I was outrunning him.
Maybe.
So,
Although you had so much of a head start.
Well, even then, like, I was outrunning him when he was without haste.
Yeah.
Well, whenever
he was
haste dropped, he
stopping
was
to deal
slowed,
with some.
wasn't he?
Yeah, but even
I
even
slowed
then,
him.
like, I don't think like was he faster than me without.
Okay, well, it doesn't really matter regardless, because like Bravv isn't gonna jump off the boat and start out swimming him.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
actually,
it's not gonna
technically,
matter.
I could.
Do you have is your swim speed equal to your?
Yes.
That's so funny.
I have to check
Okay, we've got a
Bronny.
new plan.
Let me check Bronny. I'm not 100% sure. I do have a climbing speed, but I'm not sure if I have a swimming speed. Or is swimming speed just our movement?
I don't know what our swim speed is actually.
Swim speed is movement halved unless you have a swim speed equal.
Yeah, that would make sense. It's like climbing.
Swim speed 5.
I'm pretty sure I don't have one of those.
See, what does Brawny give you? Is it just climbing?
Bronny is just climbing.
Yeah, okay.
Should also be speed or swimming, but you know, game balancers said otherwise. So I don't have a swim speed, unless I can run on the water. Am I brook level?
don't think so. Maybe when you're a skeleton.
Foreshadowing.
Ooh. I wish to become a skeleton.
What if we got eaten by a sea beast and then just hid there for 24 hours and then left? Then fought our way out before getting digested. You know, we'd have to like work with the timing a bit, but like no way he told us.
Could be the strat.
Is a sea beast's stomach a different realm?
Maybe it feels like it.
If we were a bag of holding and then everybody jumped into it.
I like this actually.
Big.
I think Belladonna could
What if you
survive being
just-
a bag of holding because you instantly start suffocating when you jump in one.
Oh,
Yeah, but isn't there like a certain amount of time that we can live in there? No, isn't there like a certain amount of oxygen that's actually in there before we start suffocating?
Yeah, it might be.
Let me check. I think there is. I watched like a short that was like based on like a bag of holding, and it's like 10 minutes of airtime. And then like the joke was it wasn't a bag of holding, but it was a bag of devouring. It was
Oh, I could do that for 20 minutes.
oxygen.
Okay, Evan, does this new bear stat block involve transporting us to another realm?
No.
Is that within the realms of the bear stat block?
Nope.
what?
This is bullshit.
I feel
Rigged
like I'm
game.
sidetracked. What is happening?
No, this is part of the plan.
Yeah, the bag of
Yeah.
holding you don't have
Oh,
could
yeah.
definitely work.
Wish. Don't forget.
Imagine we use a wish and our way the wish we use it on is a bag of holding. We can also
And then we suffocate.
that's what we use our wish spell.
I kind of fuck with it.
So would I be able to just conjure this guy and have him just constantly pointed, like snout pointed at the direction that Makia is?
Let me see. What does it work? So these are wolves she can summon that once assigned to a target will follow that target and can only attack them. But
Yeah.
they can see the target no matter where they are, like point towards them. Can't give you
Yeah.
vision, but can like point towards them.
At
Does
the
it say
start of its
anywhere?
turn,
Yeah.
automatically knows its target's location. If the target was hidden, it is no longer hidden from the hound. It doesn't say anything about having to see the target, but I remember we talked about it being like, the target will be whoever Belladonna puts her favorite mark on.
Okay.
I just can't remember the exact ruling we had for it.
To summon a hound of ill omen, which is what they're called, its target has to be something you can see. So if you wanted to, while you guys are watching him fly over Logtown and burn the whole place down, you could summon them then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Summoning the dog
so-
of ill omen is
So all I want him to do is just constantly look and like have his snout pointed at where Garrett Machia is. And then if he gets within how far would we say? Like a certain distance, the wolf starts barking. Is all I want.
We want it to bark. I
Or,
suppose
like,
he knows where we are anyway. It's not like the dog barking
Yeah.
is gonna tell him anything.
But basically, the
Alert
dog-
us, yeah.
Alert us if Machia gets within. How far do we want to say?
Like
Mm,
200, 300.
Well, basically, further away, like than where we can see him anyway. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah,
Like at a distance where
If-
we can still make a change in course, I suppose. I don't know what the.
yeah.
Or-
But if the hound starts sensing Machia coming towards us,
Yeah, just whatever lets us not get surprised, I suppose.
yeah, that's kind of all I want is just have our little alarm wolf.
well, I can't get surprised, guys. So
Monkeys
I
can't
don't
pays
care
and their
about
alarms.
the ruling on my thing is so funny.
Here's-
but
here's
I
my
do like the
little
alarm
wolfie boy.
dog idea. Is that allowed?
I can summon 2 of them if I wanted, but I only want 1.
2 alarm dogs. One for,
2
like,
alarm
1,000
dogs.
feet away, the other for 500 feet away.
Oh, I don't know. This is sounding like
Ooh.
another thing that needs to go into the bag of holding. So precious
The
oxygen.
dog. I mean, my things are made of ink. They don't need to breathe.
We're back. We're back, boy.
Oh, the
Yeah,
bag
yeah,
economy
yeah.
is so efficient right now.
We still have 2 minutes.
Belladonna, you reach down and draw an evil ass
2.5.
An evil ass skeleton dog that has rancid vibes and ill omens. It looks
Oh,
off
yeah.
into the distance and it stares at Garrett Machia.
Lovely.
Snout, it's at the back of the boat and its snout is pointing right at him.
Okay. Have our little boy there.
You hear rattling constantly because he's wagging his tail. And it's a skeleton tail. So it sounds like a rattlesnake a little.
This one's particularly
Okay.
spooky because I want him to be like very obviously goopy and made of ink.
He's half formed.
Yeah.
Okay, he's looking out. You guys, is there anything you guys want to do before the island you came from is out of eye shot?
Take some pictures, bro. On my camera.
Okay.
Okay, you still have it. No, wait.
No, I didn't give it to him. You didn't
Fuck.
need it.
There was some
Yeah.
theft involved.
I
Ferrum.
forgot you still.
Ferrum, give what do you call it? What's the check?
Oh, you need to
There's
add
a
that to your
there's a
tool.
check.
Yeah, there's a check. Arcana. It will be
Ar-
aka engineering.
Interesting.
The
Oh, that's the wrong stat.
Acrobatics.
Wait, that's not the right style.
it's okay. It would have been a 4.
Yeah, it would have been a 2. It's the fucking exhaustion.
Oh yeah. You point when you point your snail at it, it shrivels up and seems like it's dying, as if salt water has been on it. You recall that the security camera, whenever Garrett Machia was using it as powers back in Noble's Pass, stopped working.
Ah.
You kind of had time skipped ahead to whenever he was done what he was doing.
Don't I also have a little camera? A little baby one?
Yeah, Bravv gave you one of the one of the
Yeah, can I
cameras.
take a picture?
Give me a engineering check too, and Arcana. Oh, you take a nice but quite blurry picture. You get a very quick picture before the snail also dies out.
Poor snails.
Oh, the little snail!
It's shriveled. It looks like it's got salt peppered all over it. It's just kind of trying to go back up in its shell. You can tell it needs to eat some, like, I don't know, lettuce and grapes and shit. He looks hungry for broccoli, yours in specific.
I do find it incredibly funny that out of all the crew members, Ferrum did the most pirate thing of just stealing a camera.
They paid for it. They paid like a 10 full price.
He paid like a tenner for a house.
Actually, Alta also did that. It was a.
Oh yeah.
It was
Oh,
a session.
I forgot you didn't pay for the devil fruit.
Her ass could not afford that thing.
We became warlord. Stole and then stole Roger. What is wrong
Still
with
free
us?
things.
Like, have it not?
The order of escalation was kind of crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
It was camera into devil fruit into Goldie Roger.
You ramped up a little bit. Just a little.
Next, bag of holding.
Okay, so nothing else anyone wants to do? You guys want to keep sailing far away?
I suppose.
Yeah.
How do we want to stall out this time, though? Do we just like go random directions? Well,
Yeah,
Like,
I think we
because
need to act like we're going in a real direction.
Yeah.
I think.
I
Because
think
he
like,
doesn't know we know.
yeah, because I think if we like head inwards and then go reverse mountain, like as the time is going up, and then as the time is up, we go camp out. We have to like omega juke this guy. The only like issue of going to reverse mountain now is that we'll arrive in like, let's say we do take the breaks and we arrive in like 8 hours. Like what the fuck do we do for the next 16 hours?
Yeah.
Just long rest.
Like yeah, but
Very
we
safe.
We get jumped for the warlord and Garrick, yeah, so we kind of have to just hope and pray, bro. It's slow as fuck.
What if the warlord is just a nice guy?
What if
You
he's
know?
just free as fuck? What if he's a jobber? Like,
Yeah.
It could be a jobber, but
See, yeah, no. Wasn't there there was something about that warlord at the island, wasn't there? He had
I
like
can't remember.
he
he had like a vessel.
Yeah.
Oh.
So my thing is just like, surely he doesn't know that Garamaki is secretly a dragon, and if he has a vessel, he's seen that shit too.
Hmm.
More larceny?
Yeah, you guys know that whenever everything went down, that guy used his action to lay down, close his eyes, and pray.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's that guy. Okay.
Yeah, the tentacle man.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I guess
We
we
could-
could risk.
We go
We
to
just
him.
steal his boat.
We could just go to him and be like, dude, that dragon is so pissed at you. We don't know why, but he's after you. You gotta run.
I think he might know that we kind of did some theft. The thing is, news will be out by the time we get there.
Will it?
8 hours.
5
8 hours? I think the news, like, it's big news.
It is
The
massive.
news could
dude.
work fast. I don't know, Evan. What do the people know about the news cycle in the One Piece world?
It's a daily paper that they can push out extras early if they find a big story. They can push out to local areas quickly if they find something as soon as they print it. It seems like Makia is trying to burn the whole place because there's no witnesses, but Makia, you know, he may or may not have known about the Invisible Monkey Man.
I suppose he would know about the Invisible Monkey Man because he can see people
He
who
would
are
have seen
invisible.
him. It's a question of if he... The thing is that he only first revealed to Ferrum that he was part of the world news cycle. Otherwise, he's just kind of an invisible monkey man. Because nobody had
No
seen his
reason
face,
to
so I
target
wouldn't
him.
recognize him as a
Yeah, but
reporter or anything.
that's still a witness.
But
Mhm.
he doesn't. Does he know that he is a witness because time was frozen while the photos were taken, and then he got away?
No, but he knows
No,
he's a
he's
witness,
like-
as in
he's
he's
like-
killing
he's like-
everyone on the island.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if the
So
island's
that
up in
monk
flames,
is-
the monkey is
He's
out of
dead.
the question.
Yeah, no, because like
Probably
he's no way off the island, surely, unless he's on this fucking boat. That wouldn't surprise me.
Okay.
Okay, so what's the direction you guys are heading in, and then we'll see what you guys are individually up to.
I think we start heading for an island.
Yeah.
Sit at that island for a little bit and act like we're restocking. Go towards Reverse Mountain.
Which island are you going to?
A nearby island.
Okay, the thing is, you know
we
that
haven't picked an island
Logetown, the reason it's popular is because it's by far the closest to Reverse Mountain of any island in the East Blue. So you would have to be going back towards Makia. You could do this, but you would be getting closer to him.
We could also just, instead of feigning stocking up, we could feign resting at Reverse Mountain, but that
Yeah,
comes with its own risks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I could pull a card.
Should you? I don't think so.
The
No.
cards are off the table.
The guards got us into this mess. I don't think they're gonna get us out of it.
They did not get us into this mess.
Well,
The cards didn't make anyone steal this guy.
Guns don't
yeah,
kill people.
oof. We didn't need to steal Roger, however. You are
However.
already going to not only run into a demon, but
A
next
devil?
combat- Sorry, a devil. My bad. But then also next
me.
combat, get psycho fucking hacked.
Feeble-minded.
And if
Yeah.
Is it even
Yeah,
next
feeble-minded.
combat? It could be like right now.
it is,
Oh, it's specifically next combat. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's literally what it says.
Yep.
Yep.
Oops, fish.
Hold on. Let's look at what's our big map.
Where is our big map?
Why don't we give a big map of the East Blue?
What?
I didn't give you guys a map of the East Blue.
Yeah, we have the South Blue map.
Okay.
This GM.
Clearly, we go back to Noble's
How'd you
Pass,
get it?
guys,
Here we go.
so we know where we are.
What do you mean, there we go? What did you find?
Oh, I'm looking at the South Blue map. Never mind.
Yeah. You guys don't have one of these.
Evan, you might not have made a map, but we did.
Yeah, well,
canon.
Restock Island is literally right in front of us.
Yeah, like,
What were you talking about?
We'll just pick up some mechs there. We'll fight them. It's easy.
imagine.
I suppose we could just like take a really curvy path to.
We could.
Alright, I'm writing down some of the options to keep track of them for you guys. If there's any more, feel free to add.
Bag of holding?
Okay.
What the fuck is Logetown in this situation?
I don't know.
So,
Who knows?
yeah, so...
Let's get Fight Makia off this table first of all.
Yeah.
5 is basically the same thing, so
Yeah. 4 and 5 are gone.
Mm-hmm.
we don't head straight for the combat. I feel like we go towards Reverse Mountain.
So,
Yeah.
Gold Roger, he
mean-
knows Maki a bit, right?
Yeah, he knows some stuff about him.
Yeah, so would we be able to ask him for some more information that might, you know,
Sure,
make things like the source of his immortality, stuff like that,
sure.
to potentially make things
you know
a bit
that-
easier?
Yeah, all he told you before while you guys were on the run was that specific types of weapons are needed to take him down for good. You guys can
Does
ask
he
him
have
about-
anything more specific than specific?
You guys can ask him whatever you
like-
want.
We can ask him, okay. Because, like, if we did want to restock, we could also look at some specific types of weapons.
No, I'm
If we
thinking
just-
I'm thinking we go to an island and pretend to restock. And like pretend to rest, basically.
What does that entail? So we're just, like, ready to leave?
Yeah. Like we're tricking him into thinking that we're going to be spending hours on this island when we're not. That doesn't make any sense. No. Oh, never mind.
No, I mean, I get you. I do feel bad about continuously sacrificing these islands, though, I won't lie.
Yeah, well, is he
We're not the
just
world
going to
government.
fly around as a dragon, burning as many islands as he can, just to fuck us over?
Not if we don't make him angry. Does he have a boss? Can we like get his boss involved?
It's the boss. Well, yeah, its name is Emu.
Does he have a higher up? Yeah. Can we be like, excuse me, you're subordinate, like to Orchard Island?
Yeah, he's got 4 coworkers.
Can we get HR here on this? Like,
Yeah, unprofessional
think we
behavior,
go-
really.
do not do
We
his
joined a
dignity and
pirate
respect
union
training.
and we want better conditions.
We could actually just risk the combat play, but I feel like we just get stranded and fight Makia regardless.
Yeah.
But we'd be fighting him and Sea Beast at the same time, probably.
We get the sea beasts to fight him, though.
Say fuck it, just go reverse mountain and see what happens.
Yeah.
I like that one the best, I think.
Like, cause we could take our sweet ass time doing it as well.
Hmm.
See what happens.
Do we want to take too long? Because surely he'll just catch up with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like,
The thing
He's
is,
gonna
we
catch
need
up with us
to-
anyway.
We need to
We're not gonna-
simultaneously outrun him and just outweigh the 24 hours.
Yeah.
I know, yeah. It's difficult.
I
Yeah,
think
the
we
trip
just-
to there is
we
about
don't-
5 hours to reverse mountain.
I think we do 5-hour trip. We don't take it too easy, but we don't exhaust ourselves further.
Of course. No.
It's just the only problem is we have no spell slots except for like
Yeah.
one. We have an exhausted party member. We're basically all at half health, and it's like, okay, well,
Halta might go a little silly.
oof. If there's a battle that engages, it's like after the next battle, right?
During or
During.
after?
think
It was
it's after.
during to Belladonna.
Oh,
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, it happened mid combat, which is probably the worst time it could happen.
Yeah, which is probably what will happen. Next combat, eh? And we won't have any wishes, so we have to avoid combat at all costs.
That's all she is to you. Wish making machine.
Right. We all for reverse mountain then?
Fuck yeah.
I love a fuck it we ball plan.
I think it's like our only option. We like, because even trying to wait out the 24 hours, we'll just have him catch up to us at some
Yeah,
point.
I know, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think we kind of just have to ball it to reverse mountain and see what the warlord's all about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
You guys start heading for. You got 5 hours to travel here. Is anyone doing anything specific? You guys. It would take 5 hours of you guys just traveling. So if anyone has anything else they want to do, you could take some time to do that as well.
I'm going to study the life glue that we have.
Mhm.
I'm gonna spend like not too long studying this life glue. And just like try and figure out if I can use it as a weapon or is this strictly healing. So I'm thinking like an anti-heal kind of.
Okay. You have a little bit of the life glue, just like a little bit of this goop in a jar. You also have the tentacle in a jar, which really wants to interact with the life goop. What are you doing with them?
Just like, because if it's sort of like a glue, I'm getting the idea that it's like sticky.
Mhm.
I'm not putting them together, not now.
Okay.
But just trying to see if I could get it to be like an anticoagulant or just like basically clot veins and stop blood flow.
Okay. So using it more as a weapon. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a medicine check.
Okay.
Oh,
You can tell if you want to learn anything about this, you're going to have to experiment on something that's living.
Okay, I'm not doing that right now.
Yep, the way that currently is, you spend some time studying it, and it seems like the tentacle wants to interact with it. It seems like this thing would be the next step to learning something would be experimentation, and you do not have the time for it.
Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna long rest because I'll need it.
Okay.
My wolf stays up during a long rest, does it?
Your wolf lasts an hour.
Lasts an hour?
Yeah, look at your conjure animals.
Oh, damn.
Let me double check that. I think it's 1 hour. Yeah, up to 1 hour concentration.
Okay. Well, then there was no fucking need for me to do... Okay, never mind.
We don't all get the long rest, do we?
No,
We
I
don't have
No,
time.
Belladonna does half.
Yeah, I
think
can take a
long
long rest in
half.
4 hours, so that's why I'm
So
taking
she
this
can, but that's good.
opportunity
She gets
to
her
long
spell
rest.
slots back.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
slow the
That's pretty
journey
huge.
by like an hour for Belladonna to long rest, but you guys, like 5 to 6 hours, I guess in this situation isn't the biggest deal. Because you
Oh,
guys
so
want to wait stuff
selfish.
out as well.
No, that's good. Get her spell slots. Guys, if anyone has a large net, we should really just go up in the hot air balloon and like throw a net over him, and I think that would deal with it.
Okay. You guys kind of go one by one. Belladonna, there's nothing else you want to do before while you're on this journey for Reverse Mountain before you may end up in either in the ground line or in combat or in negotiations with whatever you're going to be running into.
No, I'm good.
Okay. What is Ferrum up to?
There's nothing I can think of to do right now, I'll be honest.
Okay, and Hanalta's doing?
Alta is navigating and hugging her cat and feeling kind of bad that Calico and his dad died. Like, that's crazy, or his dad
Yeah.
probably died.
Did both
Seemingly
seemingly go down.
Is a little crazy, and she feels not great about it. I do think we should probably ask. I'm not sure it should be Alta who does it, to be honest, but I do think we should probably ask Roger for clarification on these specific type of weapons that can hurt him. Because it feels like it could be good to know if we do end up in a combat situation. But I don't think Alta would be asking that. But like,
Okay.
just throwing it out there.
You
She's
look
hugging
at
her cat.
you look at Baron. You notice that his little harness he wears is like a little dim, like blue little magical energy coming from it. It looks like he's talking to himself.
Bear,
He's
am
like
I gonna
meowing to
lose you
himself.
too?
He's meowing to himself. He looks like he's talking to himself. Like you're petting him and he's enjoying it, but he's completely preoccupied talking with what you can assume to be the genie that's inside of him.
Is everything okay, Bear?
He paws at the air and a little bit of blue smoke comes out. He meows and just kind of looks up at you, and he tries to motion to put his forehead to your forehead, like a little headbutt.
Alta's too busy patting the smoke down because she thinks it might look like a smoke signal.
You pat the smoke down, and Bear like just starts running around in circles, pacing, meowing angrily, talking in what you can assume is the something that the genie can understand, but you can't understand. It seems like he's really trying to figure this devil fruit out. He's not sure who the fuck is talking in his head, or now that he seems like he's starting to figure it out. He's laying some ground rules or something. You're not sure, but it seems like he's developing like, how can I use these abilities? What's the point of this guy that's in my head?
Yeah.
And he's frustrated walking in circles right now.
Alta is like getting like nervous from watching him, so she also starts pacing in circles. And they're just two of them pacing in circles, you know.
He paces in circles.
Get
You notice
antsy.
after a couple minutes that while you're pacing in circles, you hear like the pitter patter of Bear's footsteps stop. You look, and he is hovering in circles. He's just floating off the ground in circles doing donuts. He looks up at you whenever you call his name, and in shock, he falls down to the ground, looks up at you, confused, like, what's wrong?
Takes 100 fall damage. Dies. Bear, you can fly?
Bear,
I mean, I'm happy that you can do it, I guess. I mean, yeah, well... You come to the Sky Islands?
Bear shakes his head for a no. And Bear tries to, like, jump up on your shoulder, he lands up on your shoulder, and he goes again to try and headbutt you.
Okay.
You headbutt him, and you hear the genie's voice talking, at first meowing, and the next speaking in English. Like, somehow this genie's going meow, meow, meow. And then information is being flooded into your brain. And you realize that Bear has been negotiating getting some abilities off of the genie, and he seems to have decided on his different abilities that he can have. You gain knowledge of these because Bear transfers them to you through the genie, unable to communicate himself. It seems like Bear is able to take on these abilities himself, but shares the information with you in case they are important, and these are Bear's new genie abilities. He can take on a blessing from the genie 3 times per day. He has Genie's Wisdom, which gains a usage of the Augury spell. Must be parsed through the cat's understanding, so he can sort of see the future, and he can say, like, you can be like, Bear, is doing this a good thing, or is doing this a bad thing? And he can say, that's a good thing. Like, what is the future outcome of a specific request? Like, if you guys wanted, you could be like, what if we go to the Grand Line, will this happen? And be like, maybe. You know, he can give you a factual answer within limited responses. Genie's Swiftness, he gains 20 feet of extra movement for an hour. Genie's Health, plus 2 AC, 2d8 temp HP. Genie's Presence gains a hover speed of 20 feet for the next hour. And Genie's Respite, he can use all 3 of his blessings for the day to use the Tiny Hut spell, which lasts an hour, which just makes a cozy, happy home that you need everything you need for like a long rest, but in this case a short rest can pop up. Just in case.
Is it in another dimension?
It is not.
Just kidding.
Unfortunately not.
Is it a bag of holding?
Bear has been negotiating for the past while about what abilities he can have from this genie.
Oh, you're such a good haggler.
It does seem like that's exactly what he's been doing. It's just this genie's been like, I can make you grow an extra paw. And he's like, that's fucking useless. And he's decided on this list.
And he can also fly.
He is trying the Genie's Presence, gain a hover speed of 20 feet.
Oh.
So he was just hovering
Did that
around.
use one of his blessings?
It doesn't in this case. He's not used to it. This is essentially just the Genie like window shopping with him.
Yeah. Look, you could do this.
But now that he's
Trial
decided
period.
on them, he's his free trial's ended. He's a paying customer now.
Oh, I hope you didn't put in your credit card details.
Bear shakes his head. Looks very financially responsible. See it in his eyes.
More reliable than I am. No.
He goes to shake his head and
Big
stops
hug.
himself.
You know she's right.
He doesn't want to disagree, but he wants to disagree.
Chat, do you think we should look into the future?
Can't hurt.
Like, I don't know if we're gonna use it, if he's really gonna use the other ones, because it's not like he fights or anything.
There's the augury spell if anyone wants to have a look. You can ask Bear a question. You give a set response, but it has to be parsed through. Has to be in simple enough terms that Bear can understand it and ask the genie properly.
What do you think, chat?
I think we could try and figure out if the man at Reverse Mountain is going to be hostile towards us.
Not a bad shout.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like we'll get the, I feel like we'll get neither weal or woe for this one. That's okay. Or weal and woe. Alright, I guess we can try that. So, Bear, do you want to try take it for a test run? Except it's not a test run because you're a paying customer now. But, would you mind doing that?
Bear nods. He rolls up and he looks like he's asleep, and then all of a sudden this purple glow comes out from underneath him, and these 4 magical floating cards appear in front of him, representing the 4 answers he can give. It's waiting for.
Alta goes
what
to
you
pick
ask.
one and then realizes that she shouldn't do that. She like, it's the gambling brain, you know.
You go to pick one. It's like a ghost card. It just goes for you.
Oh, it'd be great if mine did that.
Bear opens one eye, annoyed, and then goes back to what looks like sleep.
So, if we go this way to the mountain, Bear, is the warlord there gonna be like hostile to us?
You see the card of woe appear.
So does that mean he won't be hostile?
No, it's woe is bad results. It's not like a yes or no. Woe is like the outcome is bad. Which means, yeah, which I suppose you can expect to happen. Like, that's not surprising. I was kind of hoping for wheel and woe, as in like we can convince him. Woe kind of says like,
That might be possible. It's just the current state of like things he knows. He has this knowledge that if you go there, it's more likely bad. You know, it's Wheel and woe is like could be good, could be bad, but then wheel or woe could be very much like heavily leaning in good or bad. You know. It's not specific enough to show for certain what'll happen, but
We could also weigh up the option of the combat with him, I guess.
if you want to.
It's not bad shit. But I feel like that would be you. Or probably just woe.
what's a good shout? Sorry.
Asking about the combat.
What about the other way, Bear? The comm belt.
A card flips over, wheel and woe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we just have to do well on that, but that would probably be exhausting ourselves.
It's also, you guys know, to be like a long journey on its own, but also you would have to be rowing the entire time, and most of the ships that go for it have like automatic rowing, like machines built into it and engines, and you guys would just have to be manually rowing for quite a long time.
You just need to steal an automatic engine, to be honest.
Should have been the 4th thing to steal.
That's what I'm saying. Well, we can still do it.
True. That's why I put Logtown on the list.
I know that.
Can I roll perception to see if there's a bow with an automatic? No, just kidding.
If we still want
We use our wish spell and get a cool
Yeah,
boat.
get a boat.
No, we upgrade the selling scimitar, guys. Come on.
Give it a sea stone base, give it a bunch of fucking rudders and like machines.
Exactly. Then we could just like speed run this shit.
What's my limit on constructing things?
Constructing what
Could
things?
I know it's like conjure animals is what I'm thinking of.
Let me like.
It's not. Could I just construct some people to do some rowing,
Let's see.
or conjure some rowers for us?
You could for an hour of conjure animals. Let's see. Here, this is your other one.
There you go.
Artistic creation as an action, you can spend 1 double for charge to paint a creature or object on a surface, peel it off, make it manifest for up to 1 hour. So yeah, this is just like a lower level where you can do a CR1 creature, conjure animals for an hour.
Yeah. So
You do now have access to find steed, or find greater steed,
yeah, which I will try out soon.
which isn't an hour or anything.
Yeah, he's just there.
I
But I'm
suppose,
thinking of just like could I just like conjure some, essentially some peasants to do some rowing, just so
Oh my
that they're
God.
constantly going. By peasants, I mean like the stat block.
Yeah, you could be like
Classist Belladonna?
doing that every hour, and
You've seen her house.
you could
Surprise.
be doing that every hour, and like using double for charges on it. Yeah, you can make 1 person at a
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. And that way, like basically just like give everybody a break so that we're not fully exhausted.
Mm-hmm. You also know that the ship has a smaller form to facilitate rowing. While the big ship would be very hard to move while rowing, the smaller ship is 15 foot as long as there are 2 people rowing. 15 foot of movement per turn, while this ship would be much slower with people rowing.
And then if you got peasants.
They are. It is a massive boat. Okay, so you guys are making it kind of. You've made it about an hour into your journey. Does anything change from the bear visions? Are we diverting course at all?
A vision.
Belladonna, while you're like getting ready and going to go to sleep, you hear the dog bark.
Uh-oh. We need to fucking go.
Or actually, what
So-
range did you set the dog to bark at?
I just set the dog to bark whenever Makia is coming towards us.
Yeah, it barks. The dog seems relaxed. It just barked to let it know that he's moving in your direction.
Okay.
But like it's a decent distance. Doesn't seem all that freaked out by it, but also the dog is like very little time up unless you want to resummon him, and then at that point you wouldn't be able to see Makia.
Yeah. Well, see, I only have 1 Devil Fruit charge left, so I'm not able to resummon him anyway.
Okay, so it would be another, say, 4 hours to go to the red line, aka Reverse Mountain. An hour less than that to approach the start of the calm belt. You could just like take a longer route and go to the calm belt, or like slow down for a bit and then go into it. You don't know how long it would take Makia to catch up to you guys, but what are you choosing to do? And we'll set you on that path.
So, chat, how do we feel about just trucking ahead? I guess. I don't know.
I should go on, like.
Okay.
We are getting interrupted, boys.
Yeah.
So long rest adds not too much at this point. It would add like a extra half hour or something like that. Belladonna, just because it's one less person on the ship. Helping Belladonna, you get your long rest. You guys are close by to Reverse Mountain. You see it not far off in the distance. You see essentially just it on the horizon, a giant mountain that spreads as far as you can see horizontally and is very tall. You guys made it here, going up the waterfall on it. And you know, going up the waterfall itself is painful. And you know that something is waiting for you on the waterfall. And we'll see the allegiance of it. So, Belladonna, you awaken from your kind of trance and you notice the tentacle that you have is shaking like crazy the closer you get to Reverse Mountain.
Okay.
It is at this point hovering in the air and slamming into a wall in your lab unless you want to take some serious energy holding it down. It is hovering in the air. It is slamming. The glass is starting to crack in the direction of Reverse Mountain. What do you want to do with it? Do you want to tell anyone else about it?
You could get someone else in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely, like, when I wake up, just, like, go grab, like, Ferrum or Bravv and be like, we need to hold that fucking thing down.
I suppose also while on the way, we I think Bravv would ask like more in depth on the weapons that can affect Garrett Makia, because it's not looking like we're gonna avoid a combat with this motherfucker.
Okay. You remember Roger told you about the weapons that can't keep him down permanently. Yeah, what specifically
Can
are
I
you asking?
show
Mhm.
Roger the tentacle and be like, do you know what this thing is?
Roger's like currently waiting above deck, sort of trying to get fresh air. Do you go up to
Yeah.
touch him there? You go up there. Give me a strength saving throw.
Oh, well, I was gonna get, like, somebody to come down and, like, take hold of it first. Somebody who's stronger than me.
Yeah, well, nobody said they were doing it, so if anyone wants to do it, go ahead.
Sure, like,
I guess
I can hold it, or Bravv can
I think it
hold
was just the order of what things was happening first.
Yeah.
I think Bravv was going to do it, but he was going to talk to Roger first, and
Okay,
then
Bravv
because he hadn't
talks
got
to
it,
Roger.
Bravv wasn't asked what he wants to do yet
Okay.
over the 4
yeah,
hours. So.
What does Bravv want to ask Roger then?
So, Roger, you were saying like plunder could hurt Makia. What was the deal about that? Like, why not pillage?
Well, plunder is made out of the tooth of a sea king. I figured that it would have no issue sticking into him. Sometimes the additional effects of items don't work on folks like them, but to permanently kill them, you need a weapon that I never managed to procure myself, which is this lacquered weapon that can glow green, and it has sort of this chrome effect to it. And all I know is that nobody has managed to permanently kill one, but they shut down and burnt any Sky Island that produced these weapon extensions. Essentially, this lacquer that you can put on your blade.
Oh, so it's not necessarily that we could put him down. It's just seeking, like weapons made of seeking teeth, are like just effective to damage him.
The additional effects of other weapons might not affect him. So I know that you can hit a little harder with plunder, but if plunder was a normal weapon and was to hit him, those additional effects would not matter. But still, without any of these weapons at your disposal, the best you can hope for is temporarily killing him, which I didn't manage to do. I managed to temporarily kill one of them. It seemed like an effect happened whenever it died, and that is what made me sick. But that one used sickness as a weapon, so I don't think it would be that. But something happens and it stalls their revival. It would definitely give you time to outrun them, and that one's main gimmick seems to be manipulation and memory control. So I imagine something related to that would happen upon its temporary death, and it would slow it down from chasing you by quite a while.
Oh, but so, like how you would get sickness, something like mind controlling would happen to us.
Something, yeah. All I know is that this guy, to be honest, he wasn't part of the battle that I was in when I got sick, because I don't think that they really consider this guy one of the 5 elders. He's quite a lot weaker than the others. He's just kind of, there's a reason that he's out here showing himself in public, and he handled this whole situation so badly that he had to burn the whole island down, and that is that he's not as trusted as the rest. They let him go out there because if they need to disown him, that's the one they'll disown over any others.
But
still, he's powerful. But
how would they be the 5 elders without the 5th one?
They'll find a 5th.
Oh, well, I guess that makes sense. So plunder can do the job.
Plunder cannot kill him permanently.
Well,
but it can definitely
take
hurt
him
him
out temporarily.
more than normal.
Just stronger the weapon. Not necessarily the case, but the additional effects is what really matter.
Yes. Bravv, roll me a history check.
Oh, shit.
Your specialty.
-1. Not bad.
He's your dad.
Yeah, this guy's definitely your dad. You just know that you're not sure if it was the same kind, but there is definitely something going on Alta's Island with coating weapons of specific substances, and that Alta's mother was doing that at the start of the flashback that you've seen, but you didn't get a proper look at it. You don't know if it's the same kind, or if you don't know if it was just like a Sky Island practice that's just a thing they do or they've discovered.
So this weird like green goopy substance, like that nobody's found it.
I've never found it. I've been to every sky island that I know of. Didn't stay long at all, but
what if it wasn't in the Sky Islands, but instead in the water now? Because they destroyed it all.
Oh, well then I imagine if they succeeded in destroying all of those things, then we would need to find some historical writings or something and hope that it was passed down. Otherwise, it'll be lost to time for good.
Oh, well that sucks.
Yes, it sucks.
So, we did find like green goop a while ago, but I don't know if it's related at all.
What kind of green goop?
I don't know, it's just like leaking out of like an octopus or something. And it made like a creature in the water like transform into like a horrendous beast. But that could just be just regular toxic sludge.
I know there is a horrendous beast, which is one of the warlords, but he's relatively new. I haven't run into him. Never crossed ways.
Oh gosh. Well, we're about to do that anyways right now, so...
Oh, man, I just want to survive. I'm not doing too well.
Well, we don't really have a good way to head about this. We just kind of have to hope and pray.
Alright, well, I'll be hoping, you be praying, and we'll see if we can get out of this.
We need time for Belladonna to rest up, and then we can head to the calm belt, which is hopefully where we make our main breakaway. But
oh, do you have the bottom of the ships coated with sea stone?
No.
Oh, my boy, you're fucked. The sea kings will rend you asunder.
That could be true, but we could pass without a trace, maybe.
Well, good luck with that.
Well,
do you have a life raft, just in case?
Well, this is also the rowboat.
Alright. Well, I'll be saying my prayers then. Is there anything else you had to ask
A
me?
little bit more. Well, I guess that since we have an idea of how to take one down, not permanently, but I don't know.
Well, this guy knows about you regardless. I think he would chase you to the ends of the earth. If you want him off your tail, you know, he can be dead for quite a while if you knock him down. Maybe you could find a way to kill him. But I don't know. I will say one thing. He wasn't in this big battle that I was a part of, but I have run into the lad before, but he was quite odd because whenever I was, you know, of course, being executed and handed over by the Marines, he said something quite strange to me, which was that he lent his hand out, you know, and he said, you know, it's nice to meet you, finally, after all these years. I'd seen the guy 6 months prior. Don't know if he's just, you know, his mind is going from him, but, you know, I'd say there's something up with that. The guy doesn't seem quite as stable. Maybe his memory is as weak as any, so maybe that's why he messes around with everyone else's.
I guess we could pray on that, I guess. Chat, what do we think about gaslighting the big dragon into believing the warlord was the one that stole Roger?
More than okay with this.
I think that's a good plan if it comes to it.
Yeah.
I suppose. I mean, like, I don't think the poison that we found was anything related, but it's good to keep it in mind, I guess.
Yeah.
Because isn't that the tentacle now that's like being tossed around the room?
Yeah. It's floating around.
Do you want to go
crazy.
do something about that?
Well, technically, this is before that happened. So.
Yeah.
You want to do something about that in 4 hours?
Okay, I'll go do it now.
You hear Belladonna is just relaxing back in her chair, and then you hear banging against the wall. Little glass shattering. Belladonna, you get up. This thing is going crazy, smacking against the wall. wriggling around inside the jar. You're lucky you have good quality jars. This thing would be out of here.
Alright. So what's going on, Belladonna?
I don't know. This thing just started freaking out. I'm thinking maybe it's part of... Because we said whatever is guarding the Great Line is like a big creature, so I'm wondering if this is part of the creature.
It'd be weird if it had like sentient still, but I guess it's the green goop shit.
A lot about this thing is very weird.
So what are you gonna do about it?
Anything about what it is exactly that's guarding the Grand Line?
Oh, he just knows he's a big creature and he never met the warlord.
Okay. Because if
And then he was
this is part of that creature, maybe we could give Tentacle back his peace offering.
I mean, I think he'd just try and take it from force or by force, but you know.
Okay.
I think it'd be best for whatever reason just not to give it to him.
Okay.
But we'll see what happens, I guess. We could always ask
Yes,
Bear.
let's make sure it doesn't break out of that.
So is Bravv holding on to it now?
Yeah.
Bravv, as you hold
I
on to
remember-
it, it goes completely still, and it almost looks like it's looking around or like trying to feel around to see like something stop me from moving. What the fuck is that? And it ends up just like going very limp for a second and then pointing over at Belladonna, like the tentacle points at Belladonna, and you feel in your coat pocket something start to move. You can tell that this thing, whatever was making it float, this thing is instead trying to make the goop that you have float towards it. It's not a very strong presence. It's just, you can hold it down yourself, but it is trying to like levitate it out of your pocket and towards itself.
It's trying to steal your goop.
It's trying to steal your goop. So now that it knows that it can't go this way because Bravv has stopped it, it's trying to instead get the goop once again. But it's a lot more active, and it seems to have gained some new abilities with its
Is it like
getting closer.
really strongly pulling it, or
It's kind of like slowly levitating. You can grab it pretty easily. It's almost just like it's like
Yeah,
floating in
okay,
zero gravity.
Okay, I'm gonna put the goop in like a locked drawer.
You put it in there, it starts the tentacle starts slamming against the glass as hard as it can. It's freaking out. Goes back to being really annoyed again. But it stays in the glass. It's Bravv's holding on to it.
Joe, why is this tentacle like really want your goop?
I don't know, but I don't trust it. Anyway,
so weird,
that is not something we can worry about right now. After we're safe, maybe I'll try something with that.
Belladonna, make a strength saving throw.
Still, I'm not holding it.
Yeah, you're not holding it. This isn't to hold on to it. Bravv's holding on to it fine. As you speak about this thing, you don't trust this thing, it looks at you, and you're lifted 10 foot into the air. Your head is like up on the ceiling. It's pointing at you, and in your head you just hear, "This thing is so weird," and then it drops you down. You hear that in your head. Nobody else can hear it.
What?
Why'd you start floating?
Why does it fucking tentacle have telepathic until it, why?
It's just a tentacle. It definitely cannot speak.
Don't start that.
What do you mean?
It is also moving around when it's detached from its own body for what, a month now? The thing is weird.
Bravv like turns and looks at the tentacle, and then turns back and goes,
I go
I
over.
don't know.
When Bravv
I
looks
go
at it,
over
it
to
tries
the
to
jar.
form with its own, like, almost like a one-finger love heart shape. When Bravv looks at it, it's very aware of who's looking at it.
Okay, I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna like tap the glass on the jar for the tentacle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, if you're able to communicate with me, tell me what you are and what it is you want. And then I wait.
It's points at you again, and you can either make a strength saving throw or choose to fail it.
I'll choose to fail it.
It lifts you up into the air, and this time it rocks you side to side like a little kid playing with a doll. Like when a doll is speaking, they shake them side to side to show they're speaking, and it goes me me me. You won't let me go to my body me, so I have to make my own me.
Yo, you should really show Alta how you do that.
Yeah, you're just wobbling in the air. You look like you're like a Gmod. You're like moving like you're being dragged around a Gmod.
First bear, now Belladonna.
This
This
thing is
is the
talking to
worst
you.
day of Alta's life.
You get the feeling that you can respond to this thing more clearly now that it's like continuing. It's like established a conversation link, sort of.
You want to go to your body? That is, your body is.
You want to go to your body? Yeah, look at your son. Listen.
Stop making fun of me! I'm actually trying to have a decent.
And then it says, and then it just goes, yeah, I want my body, but like, it's no big deal. I could also just like make.
That's not the proper word.
It's not proper word. And then it just kind of points over at the box and just says, I can make myself a new body with that, and then I wouldn't need the other body.
Oh god, are you one of Ferrum's friends? You sound like one of his bullies.
Is that the little one?
What is it that you are?
Warlord man, Haldane. Lost a limb. I'm still alive, but I'm not Haldane anymore.
How old are you? If you say 12.
You can see he's like, now that you can feel almost, it's quite strange. It almost feels like your head is a filing cabinet and he is roping around inside your memories for a second. Like he's just kind of throwing stuff around. You're getting like little mini flashbacks of random events in your life, and you can tell he's just like channel surfing. And it
Get out of there.
and it plays back the day that you arrived on the island that you and Captain John got arrested at, your last captain. And
Okay.
it gives you a date of exactly how old it is to that day. That it was born on that day. That's its birthday.
What?
Me? What? Yeah, so confused. Thought you were the smart one. Yeah.
Does that memory have any significance towards your birth, or is that just happens to be?
It shows you the Admiral Osen, who you fought back then. You knew that his abilities was like, you weren't sure exactly how it was categorized as like a fume fruit or like a pollution fruit. You see that the fallout of the battle, as Belladonna was going unconscious, the water in the surrounding area was heavily polluted with these insane mixture of gases, and it like draws in almost in crayon, like a freeze frame of your backstory, and then it draws in like an extra little layer of an octopus in that water.
So you are just a regular octopus?
It scribbles out the octopus and it draws a squid. Not an octopus. Sorry, squid.
A squid. Okay, I'm sorry.
And then it draws a bad picture of Admiral Osen, and it shows both of them inside of a big red love heart.
You like him?
It's Haldane's dad, but it's not mine.
Okay. And who is Haldane? You said you're
The warlord
Haldane?
at the mountain. But that's what I used to be, but now, he cut off a bit of me, so I can be whatever I want to be.
He cut off a bit of you?
Someone attacked him with a sword, and then a bit of him fell off, and now I'm here.
Who attacked him?
It was Bravv.
It was Bravv, but this thing doesn't seem to know who it was, and is very amicable towards Bravv, is like lovey-dovey towards Bravv. Because Bravv is not Belladonna in the room right now. And it just goes, don't know. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Some meanie cut me off, and I'm on my own. And every part of this guy's body has sentience, and that means me too.
Okay. Do you want to go back to Haldane, or would you rather be new?
I really knew. Yes, so many questions. Okay, that's a good one though. I'll answer that one. I want a new body, but it's easier to go back to my old body, but then I'll kind of lose who I am. So I guess a new body would be cool. Mostly because I can't think as well as I used to. I can't actually see properly too well. So I can build myself a little body using the goop. So I guess I would rather that if I could live a good and fulfilling, cool life. And if I had a name. But, you know, otherwise I would just go back and become part of a tentacle man.
What do you want your name to be?
What do you want your name to be? Why don't you guys name me? I don't want to have a name.
Wait.
Alright, Bravv, it likes you.
I don't want to be held down. It looks up at Bravv, and Bravv, you're not hearing any of this. It just forms another really shitty love heart with its tentacle.
Oh, does it have a name? Belladonna?
If it went through my memories, does it have a memory of me trying to convince Bravv not to eat it?
It's just looking for like, it's like, Belladonna, give me an insight check on this thing. You might feel a little bit insulted at this. It's targeting you because it thinks you're old.
This little bitch!
And this is, you're the only one who would be alive to remember when this thing was born, so it's been targeting you. And also, you just happened to be there.
If it targeted Bravv, you'd see him cutting the
Yeah, it would see everything.
Bravv.
It hasn't like read all your memories or anything that invasive. It's just kind of like channel surfing around what's important to it.
That's
Surely
that you're old.
How it got. Ew, this lady's old. She's like 50.
So, Belladonna, what's its name? Or, like, what was the deal with that?
It likes you. It is yours now.
Oh, I get to name it?
Yeah, go ahead.
I shall call you... Squeevin.
It gives a heart and it jumps up really excitedly, but in Belladonna, in your head, it says, "Is he like fucking calling me Squeevin?" Is that like, is this guy, is that serious?
He's being 100%
Tell him I love it.
Do you?
Tell him I love it.
Squeevin
It's fine.
loves the... Yes, Squeevin loves the name.
Oh, that's good. It's like a combination of Steven and Squid.
It tries its best to make a little squee sound by just shaking itself around, but it's just kind of a sludgy little like... Because it doesn't have a mouth.
Now that I named you, do you want to join my crew?
Oh my god.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage on this thing, on Squeevin.
14.
Squeevin looks down and looks to Belladonna and just goes, "I'm sorry that you're the old one, so I didn't mean to target you. But yeah, you can tell, I'm sure. As long as I get the body. As long as I get my body. I don't want to be a tentacle like this. This sucks. This is torture what you've been doing to me. Though I don't blame you. But don't do it again."
I mean, obviously I'm not going to do anything like that to you now that I know that you're, you know, a living thing.
Okay. So.
Squeevin says, sure.
You see like a chill go up its spine whenever you say Squeevin.
It
Bravv, it looks very
spine.
excited. Yeah, like it just looks like it's got goosebumps somehow.
Squeevin says, sure, as long as he can have the life goop
Oh,
to make a new
I mean,
body.
do you want to part with that? Personally, I
really
kind of want a new
want-
crew member. We just lost one, so we don't even have the crew.
Belladonna, you do know that at Leechlands they harvested a lot of it. It's just that you wouldn't have any on hand for a while.
Okay. I suppose letting Squeevin have it would be... It would further my studies in seeing how it reacts with this.
Bravv, at this
Oh.
point
Well,
you
I was
notice
going
that
to test it on
as
my own.
Belladonna's talking, the shaking side to side is now in tune with Belladonna talking. It's almost like the Discord lighting up thing. That every time Belladonna stops talking, Belladonna stops shaking side to side, and then when she starts shaking again.
Squeven, can you stop it? It makes it really hard to concentrate.
It's Belladonna time.
Oh. You were really flying for a while. You should really teach Alta how to do that anyways.
Alta, should I Squeven?
Oh, okay. So we should permanently make him a party member or a crew member then.
Okay. I will let Squeven. Actually, I'll ask Squeven. Is it okay if I keep just a little bit, so that I can learn more about what it does?
Yeah, take a little bit. Who cares? Anyway, yeah, it's fine. Just make sure that you give me something I can build my body from, like a fish or something cool, like remains or bones or anything.
I'm giving him a hamster.
Oh my god.
Do you give him the hamsters? You have multiple dead hamsters on you. Is that what you feed it?
God.
Tentacle hamster, tentacle hamster.
You gotta relay this information, Belladonna.
Squeven says he would need. Are you okay with me calling you he, or do you want something different?
Haldane's a he. I guess it's easier for me to be that.
Okay. He wants like a body or remains of some kind, like an animal or a fish or something that he can build his body of.
Well, at the moment I only have these 3 hamsters.
Squeven, how do you feel about the 3 hamsters?
Looks at the hamsters. It sees that it kind of like nods a little bit at each hamster, but when it gets to the old hamster, it starts like slapping against the glass, wanting it. Sees
Squeven wants the old hamster?
the vigor in its eyes, its dead eyes.
Bro is like got the same conquerors as Luffy, this dead old hamster. Even went down his eyes.
He's still staring at me.
I love Squeven.
Oh, okay, so the old one, I'm sure this is how he would want to be utilized in his death. I was gonna feed these to what the fuck is the shark's name? Is it
Homie.
Homie.
I was thinking of Hody, but I was like, that's so wrong.
Different guy.
Homie Jones.
Yeah, I was just gonna feed them to Homie, so I guess we can do this. Here, you can have the old one.
Okay, do you like open up
Let's
its
get the
lid?
Yeah.
Okay, you open up the lid. It grabs on to all the hamsters. Like grabs into the hamster. It seems to want the other 2 as well.
Oh, okay, you can have all of them.
It has them, wraps it up in its tentacle, and then it to Belladonna says, "Hey, pour the goop into the jar."
I take a tiny vial of goop out and keep it for myself and give Squeven the rest of the goop.
Okay. You hear it looks like in the world's smallest piranha just going fucking crazy in there. The water in or whatever it is that they like keep these things alive in. I don't know what sort of solution it is. It just instantly fills with red as Squeven devours these things, and then the room's like lighting changes as Squeven undergoes this dramatic transformation. The glass shatters open. You guys are pushed back 5 feet to make room for Squeven's new body. He's about 2 foot tall. He's floating off of the ground. You see that Squeven looks like a hamster, except the 2 eyes are on giant eye stalks like a snail. You see that the 2 front arms of the hamster, the 2 front legs, have been replaced with tentacles that also have eyes on the end. And Squeven has the mouth of a piranha.
I am going to draw him soon.
Squeven comes to life, floating into the air. He's like floating, doing the crucifix pose, arms on both sides.
Whoa.
And just says out loud, "Hey, I've been given." Yeah, whoa, yeah, I know, crazy.
Squeven, you look so cool.
Squeven looks over at Belladonna or like looks away from Bravv, doesn't say anything, and Belladonna, you can tell Squeven is blushing a little.
I think Belladonna's trying not to admit that she thinks this thing looks awesome as well.
Yeah, it looks at Belladonna for approval as well because Bravv just complimented it.
I give it a nonchalant nod, but inside I'm just like, oh my god.
It rolls its eyes at you. It's just kind of decided that it likes you a little less, but not in a meaningful way, but in like the, I'm Belladonna, I'm so stupid kind of way. You have Squeven. Let me find Squeven's stat block.
Has he had a stat block this whole time?
Yeah, he's had a stat block ever since you guys went to, what do you call it? Had like the goop you could have made Squeven if you wanted.
Damn, that's so funny.
That's so awesome.
Squeven has the following stat block. He is a gazer.
Gazer?
Yeah.
Dude. Oh.
Oh wait, is this thing just like just like a weird eye dilly?
It's like a little baby, like beholder type thing where it just floats and it has these little eye stalks and stuff like that. It can bite. It does a whole 1 damage. It has these 4 little rays that it can use. This thing is essentially like a really pissed off pug, as how they describe it, compared to like beholders. So what they do is they'll like run in aggressive and bite, even though their eye rays are the reason that they can do damage, and their bite only does 1 damage. They also have the ability to mimic sounds, but if you succeed a wisdom check of DC 10, you're able to tell that all of its sounds are just a sarcastic recreation of something it's heard. So that's why it just has this inkling to say whatever you say back to you and make you sound stupid. It's just that it's part of its blood. You're starting to think that part of Squeven is not exactly personal. That he just has the urge to mock someone every now and then.
He's mad stealthy though.
He's got a +5 to stealth. And since he's always hovering, he is immune to being prone.
I love Squeven.
That's raw.
Another thing is that Squeven is... Bella, actually give me a nature check of advantage because you've been looking at the goop for quite a while. You could tell something about Squeven's form that he may not know.
Oh!
You can tell Squeven is essentially like immortal in a different way than you came back. Squeven can like rebuild himself if he has goop. So Squeven can't really die. He just kind of melts for a while. You know, he comes back. If he gets really fucked up, he might need like you to pour some goop on him, but he should be fine after that.
That's awesome. This guy can never die, and we just lost a party member to death. So this is their trying time.
This is the Gecko Moria approach. Oh, my whole party died. I'm gonna bring them, and my next party are gonna be zombies, so they can't die.
Yeah.
Everyone, get the fucking liquid. You also can tell, Belladonna, from this that this is not what would have happened if you had the... It seems like you're a more complicated organism than Squeven is.
Okay. So...
Anyway, how much do you want to hear about my past? Backstory.
Oh, I do.
Alright. Curl up, get the rest of the crew. Everyone, pillows.
Yeah, we're gonna have to introduce
curl
everybody to Squeven.
Curl up,
I forgot about this.
crisscross applesauce.
Roger, get in here. You're gonna want to see Squeven.
Oh, I wanted to kill Roger, but I couldn't do it.
Well,
back in the day, I was
Back
part
in
of the
the
hive
day?
mind.
Because now
The
you're
hive
reformed.
mind?
Well, more so just like that was my body, and then I got cut off, and I'm separated from it. And if I went back, I would
Okay.
become part of it, and I would cease to exist.
Why
What?
did you want to kill Roger?
Well, because it was my job. I was a warlord,
Okay.
and I'm like kind of an arm of a warlord, if that makes sense, like an elbow.
Yes, but you're your own person now.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you're
it's
Squeven.
kind of fucking weird. I've just been in a jar for a month. Haven't had a chance to experience anything. I haven't watched a movie.
They exist?
I think you guys should be really careful with the first movie you show me because it might be very influential. Don't show me
I don't
Goodfellas.
think I've watched the movie.
Man who's only seen Boss Baby seeing his second movie.
Yeah, just be careful with what movie you show me if you ever show me a movie, because that I will definitely, that'll be who I am for the next couple of years.
We show him 21 Jump Street and he goes, my name's Squeevin. Every time
My
he
name
goes-
is Squeevin. Okay, do you guys gather up the party or what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Alright, you need to RP this. How are you introducing this info to Ferrum and Alta? So you guys are like half an hour off of reaching your destination. Taking this little side trip to find Squeevin and make
I'm
him.
leaving it up to Bravv.
Guys, look, we got a new crew member. His name is Squeevin.
Out in the middle of the ocean?
Yeah, he
What?
got like conjured or something.
What is he?
Just like the dog.
Do I see him at the stage?
He's a hamster.
He's waiting
kind of.
downstairs for you guys.
Where did you find it? We already had hamsters.
Oh, they all died.
Oh, was there one alive? Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, that was kind of sad.
So
No, this
where'd you
guy-
find the new one?
So you know that tentacle we had for a while?
Uh-huh.
And you know that goop we had for a while?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a handful of hamsters, and you get Squeevin.
Did you glue the hamsters together?
Well, no, he kind of did the work himself.
I don't know if Ferrum should be seeing this, bruv.
Well, why not? It's Squeevin. He's a new party member, or crewmate.
Mr. Roger, can I stay on the deck with you?
No, Roger, you have to come see this.
Who the fuck is Squeevin? I must see this! If there's anything I've got to see before I die, it's Squeevin. Just because I've never heard such a ridiculous name.
It's like,
And I've heard of Davy
Squid
Jones.
and Steven put together.
You were
That doesn't
right to be
sound
my
so
successor.
That is pretty smart.
bad.
Alright, come downstairs, everyone. One last laugh before we all die.
See, like, despite not having your soul, like, you kind of are a bit cheery. In, like, a weird fucked up type of way.
He looks sad and he's like, oh, I forgot that I lost my soul. Thanks for reminding me. If you must.
Well, look, it's Squeevin.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Squeevin's there. Right, let's go fucking talk to Squeevin. Roger hobbles downstairs.
Buzzkill.
You see Roger goes down ahead of you guys a few steps and you just hear, ah, Squeevin! Hold on, Roger walks into the room with you and I imagine everyone else follows suit after.
I guess.
How does everyone react to this eldritch horror?
Yeah, you see a hamster, eyes replaced with fucking stalks, arms replaced with tentacles that also have eyes on them, piranha mouth. But otherwise, it just looks like a slightly too large hamster that's floating in the air.
I don't like
Yeah,
Squeevin.
he's
Oh, but fair, look at his little teeth.
Look how-
I
Cute.
don't like him.
Ferrum, give me a wisdom save.
Fuck off. It's like, saving throw, you say, yeah, ooh, 7.
You have the frightened condition. You can't get much closer to Squeevin. You enter into the room, you take a couple steps in, and you just feel a little scared. You can't get closer. Ferrum's like close to the door, like someone who's like hinting that they want to leave.
I think I'm gonna stay over here.
He doesn't bite. Does he bite?
Categorically, yes.
jury's still out.
I don't think I'm gonna get any closer.
He looks at you, Ferrum, and just goes, I don't think I'm gonna get any closer because I'm a little bitch.
What is that supposed to mean?
I,
Sorry,
you don't be saying that.
sorry. He looks down his shift.
Oh god, no, this is not how I wanted to become a mother. I didn't want to become a mother at all.
Miss Donna, what are you talking about?
Squeevin looks at you, clicks his tongue, and goes, you're my mom.
Don't take that tone with me.
You hear Squeven enter your mind again and just go, I don't even know if Bravv's my dad. I said I don't even know because I'm kind of unsure, but I'm kind of leaning.
I was kind of I thought you were going to see Bravv as like an older brother figure, to be honest.
Yeah, why not?
What?
One of Squeven's eyes looks down and starts freezing little circles into the ground, gesturing where you guys should sit. Like just a little laser of cold.
Come on. Fair, you can sit next to me, it's okay.
Evan, am I allowed to walk near
Yeah, you
Bravv?
now can move closer. I just imagine you're working a little slow, like you can definitely tell that Squeven can sense your fear, and like a dog is just like freaking you out by keeping staring at you specifically while you approach.
I'm sitting as far away as I can while still being next to Bravv.
Squeven, like there's like a little like circle that he's drawn for you to sit in, and then like a couple steps behind Bravv draws another circle for you to sit in.
Backstory.
Squeven looks over at Belladonna, looks at Belladonna's notebooks, and just kind of goes, "Can I borrow them?
My notebooks?
I need a way to tell the story."
Sure, okay. Is he talking about the...
Just like I imagine you have like notebooks around. This is like near
Yeah.
like your study, essentially. What was happening?
Yeah.
Okay, he takes like an empty notebook, takes an ink quill pen, wraps it around a tentacle, starts drawing, taps the quill on his tongue a couple times because it's not working, and
I
then
give him some ink. I give him like a little ink pot because it's probably like a feather quill.
you keep giving him ink. He's using a feather quill. Comes around and he has these big like A3 sheets of paper, and he holds one up, and it shows like a stick figure drawing of Belladonna with X's over her eyes in the background. And it shows in a big heart the old man that you recognize as the guy that you accidentally killed with the cards. And Squeven just goes like, "This is my dad. I love my dad with all my heart." But also I got a job, so I can't see him much anymore. Anyway. My dad made me because during a battle, a lot of weird stuff leaked into the water, and I got mutated, and I thank him for it every day because now I'm smart and I can speak. Well, I can't thank him every day because I can't see him as much anymore. Because again, I have a job. Well, I had a job. I think I'm unemployed now.
Wait, no, you have a job now. You work... Well, not really, but...
Well, what's my role?
Part of my career, so... What are your...
I'm not the pet.
Best qualities?
He just starts sniffing. He's like, "You already have a pet. I can smell a cat."
Oh, well, that's not my pet.
Okay. My best qualities is I can fly. And I'm like relative to like the kneecap of a warlord, if you think about it that way.
Well, if you could fly, you could probably like see far and like the...
Okay, the scout is my job. I needed that, so I'll be the scout. Anyway, next slide. Throws away a piece of paper behind him. Shows just like the drawing of like the evolution of man, but instead it's just a little squid, and then a little squid with like these blotches from this intoxicated water, and then it grows very big, and then it grows more tentacles than it should have, and then eventually all the tentacles all gain eyes, and then you see a big, a very huge squid with these like 10 huge tentacles, and then like 10 very tiny ones, and the tiny ones look like Squeven, what he was before. Then there's a question mark, or it shows like some of Haldane, who this guy belongs to, blasting people with the different tentacles like lasers, and it seems like ranged fighting is his forte, just kind of from what you can tell from these notes. Then it shows that he's sitting happily at the top of the reverse mountain, like on the lip of where you go down to the ground line. So you go to the top and then you'll see him. And then it flips the page and it shows Squeven with a tear in his eye, but he doesn't, like on the eye of a tentacle, but he didn't actually have an eye. Just shows him crying as he's been separated from everything else. He doesn't really know what happened here, so there's a bunch of question marks around. And then it shows him being put in a jar by Belladonna. Belladonna has devil horns and a huge, wicked smile.
Hey.
And that's the story. Any questions? Feel free, because I can tell that my other body is nearby.
Well, are you happy now?
Yeah, I got a whole body.
Yay! So the story has a good ending.
Oh yeah, it's a
so
happy ending.
heartwarming.
Pleasure to
You're
meet you all.
Steven now.
He looks very horrific as he smiles with a big mouthful of piranha teeth at all of you.
I'm so glad we could give you a good life, Squeeman.
Thanks.
So currently we're on the run from a big dragon monster.
Oh. Oh no, hold on. He starts sniffing. And like he says, oh yeah, the Machia man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm picking up a signal. He starts
Oh, is
sniffing.
he close?
No, well it's weird because I think there's there's like something like another tentacle of me that's that way, and he points the way you guys came from. And he goes, and it's telling the other me, and I can sniff in and listen to the signal a little bit. And it's saying, and he puts both tentacles over his mouth in like a gasp, and he goes, oh, it's saying to stop you guys. He's saying it to stop you guys, and the monster, the dragon, is coming after you.
Well, you should change that you to an us, because you're now part of the crew. Yay!
Yay! I'm not gonna tell that one that though, because it doesn't know I'm listening in.
Yeah, probably best.
You could tell the little vessel of the body seemed to just say everything psychically to the big body that's waiting for you at Reverse Mountain, and knows that you guys are an enemy that he stops. Knows you guys have Roger, and also now knows that Machia is a dragon. He can't sense any like feeling of what he thinks about that. Just kind of submits that information.
Okay, so what happens if we fight, and kill Haldane? What happened to Squeevan?
I'd be fine as long as he doesn't kill me.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I'll protect you with
I
my
think
life.
if he like ate me or I died near him, I'd probably get sucked back in and become part of him. But otherwise, I should be fine.
Oh,
Just
okay.
don't want to meet me, please.
I don't want him to eat you. You're
Okay.
Squeevan.
That's a good reason. Thanks.
And do you think there's any possible way to get by him without a fight?
Well, you'd have to. The place that it's kind of a scary situation. The place the other body is messaging from is on fire and destroyed, except like this body is floating over it, so it's fine. But part of the information we don't know of is if my dad's okay. If you could provide some, I guess, evidence that my dad's okay, I know because I can feel it that it'd probably let you pass. I can't think of any other reason.
Well, like your dad did send like a vessel to the place that we were just at, and then it knelt down and started praying. But I don't think your dad was anywhere near. It was just a vessel.
No, my dad lives there, and he shows you a picture of Admiral Osen, the gas guy that died, but this thing does not know died. My dad lives there, and it's on fire.
He's a Marine. Like they have like tons of boats, so I'm sure he got out just fine.
I hope so. It's just I don't know if any boats left, or burning different boats there as well. I don't know.
Oh. There was at least like one ready to go. I know that for sure.
Okay, well, if you can prove something like that to the body, I'm sure you could get by, but otherwise it seems quite, it wants to fight you guys. I'm also sensing that there's a different grudge that's happened. I don't know what it is.
Oh.
It's... I'm gonna make a perception check for Squeeven because another signal is coming in. +4. D20 +4.
Squeeze in, clutch up.
Squeeven focuses.
Oh, our boy.
Wow.
Squeeven looks at Ferrum and starts sniffing. Sniffing in the air, sniffing. It slowly floats closer to Ferrum. Eyes closed, sniffing. It's real close to Ferrum. Sniffs and says, "What have you got in your weird hammer space pocket? Show me what you got on you. You got something that the me wants, I think."
I got. Oh. I think I know what he's talking about. Is it a Viva card?
Do you show it?
Probably shouldn't.
It's Squeeven, he's on our side.
That's true. Asher, I'll
He's a
flash
best
it.
friend.
Put it away. No, he's fucking not.
Oh, I thought that. Oh, that's a relief. I thought you had like a body in there because it smells exactly like this fox guy that my dad, or not my dad, I guess my big brother now, my original body, is really mad at. And this submission I just got is that you guys are friends with this weird fox that did something really bad. And you know, there's kind of two reasons that this guy wants to fight you. One is because he's got a direct order, and two because there's a fox guy that's part of your crew that killed someone. And I guess I don't know who it is, but they want to. Haldane is mad. That's all I'm saying.
On our crew?
You killed a member of our crew.
Huh?
Yeah, that same fox guy killed a member of our crew.
Oh, I didn't see that in the submission. I've seen that there's a like that these two are friends, and I'm assuming you guys are all official allies with it.
Not really. It's complicated.
I
Oh,
don't think it's that complicated.
yeah. I guess just hand that over to Haldane and just, try and give any info you can, and try and provide some evidence that Dad's okay and you guys should be fit to go.
Hmm.
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 That's what I can
The
glean.
Ponderer.
I can give you guys some private time to talk or something. Or, you know, we're nearby. We're practically. I'm actually just gonna go drop the anchor so you guys have time to talk because we're pretty much there.
You can drop the anchor.
He
Wow.
starts hovering up the stairs, really slowly.
And he can fly.
Another one that can fly.
He literally has 3 feet of fly.
His 30 feet hovers maintains so he can't be knocked out of the air.
Oh my god.
Must be nice.
Evan, quick question. What color is Squeeven?
I like to think that this hamster was like a black and gray grizzly hamster that you don't usually see, but the other hamsters were like the same like kind of like chestnut brown like blondie look you see. So I think he's just a mix of those. Like he's got a bit of like this graying look, like he looks like he's got a bit of age in him, but he mostly looks like a normal like yellowy blondie hamster.
Even also, like, we can't just say that, well, Machia was destroying the whole town. If anybody killed him, it was Machia. Nobody can really prove that we killed that guy anymore.
In fact, isn't it like in universe now, like thanks to the genie we didn't kill him? Actually, it was Incus.
Yes,
Oh my
Incus-
god, that's why he wants to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Essentially because of Ferrum's relation to Incus, he's treating it as if one of your crew members did it. And because Squeeven could smell the Beaver card, it was like, oh, it smells like Incus. This must be the same thing.
These Beaver cards are becoming quite the issue.
They're risky to have, but they are incredibly useful.
So far, they've only peeped naked.
Yeah.
Okay, so. But did he see the footage?
Well, I think news went out anyway, didn't it? Because everyone was.
Oh, right.
I think the whole island knew before the execution happened that it was Incus.
Yeah, the island execution happened in Incas, but all the people in the island are dead.
So yeah.
You don't know how much of it got out. You don't know if footage really got out. You don't know how far it made it.
I guess maybe if we explain that Incas killed one of our crew members, maybe it'll let us pass. But I don't know, we're kind of throwing Incas under the bus, but he kind of deserves it a little.
Here.
I mean, yes, but also Incas is mind controlled. Kind
True.
of. So we could argue.
Oh, we could say that it was all Machia's planning.
Exactly.
I mean, that is the truth.
Yeah.
Well, kind of have to.
Minus the guy dying part, but don't worry about
Whole genie scenario.
it.
I guess if we could tell him that Machia did it. I still think giving him a piece of the Vivre card to Incas is good, because it'll always lead him to Garrick Machia. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Well, maybe he could smell it anyway.
Maybe.
I guess, well, let's just see if we can explain to him that it's actually all Garrick Machia.
Everyone get your charisma stats going. What's everyone's persuasion?
Persuasion on Bravv is +5.
+3.
+5 somehow.
That's so funny.
+1.
Hey, and you
Hey.
-2, Ferrum, so it is up
Yeah.
to Bravv.
He already likes Bravv, is the thing.
Captain, oh god. Let's hope he is chill, guys. Let's hope. Fucking damn it.
You hear Squaven dropping the anchor upstairs. Seems like he's going to be returning soon.
Alright, I suppose we have our story straight. It was Machia orchestrating everything using his mind control powers. Is everyone happy with that? We're just gonna have to try and convince him, and if we fail, we're gonna have to brawl.
Okay.
We're just.
If we're going to confront him
We
anyway.
basically say, look, last we heard about Captain Olsen, he was killed by Incas, but we also have strong reason to believe that Incas is like had no choice or was like under Gareth Machia's mind control.
Okay. Right. Do we have proof of the Incas mind control?
We
We have a videotape.
do we?
We have a videotape of him being like, fucking, like, you need to kill people, Incas. You need to, like...
You do have that with proof.
With some
You could actually
spirals.
hand that over. Because that proves it.
Can I make a copy of it, Evan?
You have
Hardly.
just the original. You don't have the facilities. to make one.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what else we would use it for.
Can we
We
come
could
to
also
your
Yeah.
video room?
Like-
Burn a CD real quick.
Can I take a frame by frame with my fucking camera?
It died.
Like a kid recording something on their 3DS, just like snapping pictures.
It's got a really shady,
I remember
shitty
that.
quality version. It looks like a Pokemon leak.
Peak.
It's just so bad quality. It's from the side.
We could hand that over.
Squeven comes
I mean,
downstairs.
do you want to keep that footage?
I don't know if I could use it for anything.
Yeah. Because it's like damning evidence on Garrick Machia for this one particular situation where we could really use it.
Yeah. And it also, like, I don't have to hand over a Viva card this way, hopefully. Or, like, part of it.
You don't need to. And Garrick Machia is kind of making himself known, so he knows where to find him.
Squeven comes downstairs. So what are you doing? What's the plan?
Well, I'm sorry to say, Squeven, but your father's dead.
Roll me a persuasion check real quick.
Sure.
Key, I hate this.
That's what a spoiler tag did.
Squeven
It's
looks
awful.
down and starts just like violently vibrating, and you can see a switch click in Squeven's mind. And he goes from like absolute fury at hearing this happened to sadness to instantly feeling like he doesn't care. He goes, okay.
Yeah, we needed to tell you that. So the gist of it is, Incus is the one that slain him, but he was under the mind control of Garrick Machia, and we have video footage of said thing happening.
Okay. So does that mean Incus is a pawn of this guy?
Yeah, he's not the problem here.
Alright. Well, you should probably show me it, and I will try my best to guess at how my other self would respond to this.
Okay.
Load up the old videotape,
I
sure.
think my original body has quite a unique experience when it comes to the morality of control and using people as puppets. It was...
Ferrum, show the video.
I put that shit on, it's like a family movie.
Puts it on. He just sadly says, my first movie.
Or he's gonna be emulating the main
Do
character
we
in
have
this
time
movie.
for something else quickly?
You want to see Teletubbies first?
The dragon will catch
What
up
are the
with
trailers?
us. If we take time to watch Teletubbies, well, the dragon will catch us.
Some kids don't have time to be young.
My childhood is escaping. Show me the video.
Okay. Play.
See? Even watch. Watch, and one eye stalk is looking at Bravv crying. The rest are all zoomed in this TV. The entire video plays showing the Incus being too mad to fight Ferrum and wanting to put it off, and then Machia trying to talk him into it, and then not being fully on board with this. Machia then taking control of Incus in some way and making a copy of Incus. You can see Scooter looks over at Ferrum and just says, this is good evidence of this. There are a couple things. I don't think my original body has much problem with the concept of someone controlling another person, because it is pretty much our entire deal. I don't think that would be viewed as something that's bad or off limits or even absolves Incus of any wrongdoing. All it would show is some things about Machia that we didn't previously know.
Okay.
Plus, does this mean that there are two Incuses?
Well, yeah, kind of.
It's a whole thing.
Right, well.
We'll save it for the sequel.
I think the way things are now, I'm starting to rethink my relationship with what I would call my father. But I guess it's not really my father, is it? It's my past me's father. And it looks to Bravv and Belladonna and goes like, I mean, I wasn't created by him. I was created by this lad. You can see it. It just goes, I wasn't. That's what I was made. You know, I wasn't. I'm separate from this being, but I can feel what it would feel, and I think as soon as it sees you, it is going to attack you on sight, and it would it would take you trying to convince it while in combat to shut this thing up. And you should hope that it does so before it can stall you for the dragon to come. I think if you're going to do this, you have to be able to survive a round of combat against this thing. And do your best to talk to it while I stay out of sight, because it will otherwise eat me and it will gain all of the information that you guys have told me. Otherwise, I will not be sharing it.
Oh. That's a little scary.
So combat?
You guys are at the bottom. You're right next to the comm belt and reverse mountain. Where do you guys want to go?
Okay. Interesting. Most certainly interesting. So we'll still have to enter combat. So at least survive one round and then...
And then convince him on top of fighting him.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't sound impossible.
No.
My thought process is, if seeking teeth is what can hurt Garrotmachia,
I think it's more so just like, since our two weapons are magic items, it will be able to hit him.
Yeah, but that also
Let's
makes me
go
think, like,
fishing.
The sea beasts are going to be like scary mythical creatures. I'm hoping that Garrotmachia is afraid of the Sea Kings.
That would be a fair assumption. Oh, I see what you're going with. Yeah. Suppose we could just chance it. Be without chances.
Go on.
I'm also kind of using Pass Without Trace less for Garrotmachia not to find us and more for the Sea Kings not to find us.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you guys going to the comm belt then?
Suppose so.
Alright, Scriven puts a long tentacle into like a grip huddle and kind of expect you guys to lay a hand on top as like a team go moment. Because
Oh yeah.
I hope we all
100%
survive
does that.
the next day.
If Bravv does that, I'll do it. But
Bravv 100% does.
I make sure that Bravv's hand is on top and separating.
One of each of Squeven's eyes is looking at each of the individual crew members to see their reaction to this.
Bravv is all in.
How many eyes does Squeven have?
4.
I'll tap in.
Okay.
One for each crew member.
Of course.
Yeah, I imagine Bravv puts it right on the tentacle and everyone else just kind of
Yeah.
touches Bravv and then the person below them. Scriven then just psychically bursts your hands up into the air and goes, Team, I don't know what the crew name is. Let's go. And he floats up the stairs.
I don't think we have one yet.
No, we don't really. I thought someone would name us by now, but we don't really have bounties, so I guess we'll have to wait. But...
Oh, you guys will have bounties.
Well, after this, yeah, probably.
Let's go!
Well, I mean, there weren't any witnesses, so.
Yeah, but let's worry about surviving the day first. I will assist in combat if you wish. But otherwise, I will float around.
Oh, it's okay, Squeven. I think you've seen enough.
You, one of the wings, I never caught your name.
Oh, I'm Altalune, but my friends and I like my fellow crew members. They can call me Alta.
You can call me Alta. I'm sorry.
Huh?
Hello, Alta.
Oh, hi.
I just wanted to let you know, and I'm trying to be honest because my original self was quite a deceiver. Whenever you came into the room, I smelled the cat that's in your backpack, and I kind of wanted to eat it. But I have been spending a lot of my brain power since you came in in rewiring my brain to not want to eat it, and I am now friends with the cat. And I do not want to eat it, just in case that was on your mind. Turns around and starts to float away.
It wasn't before!
Oh! I assumed it was.
How are you friends now? How did that work? Does he know you're friends?
Oh no, I just figured.
How is Bear feeling?
Bear's asleep.
Well, normally he gets more agitated if there's danger around, so I guess you're right.
Marvelous.
Thanks for
Floats
letting me
away.
know!
It's all holy like. He definitely, Bravv, you notice he's a little bit of a poser. He's definitely floating at like 5 foot per round, just to kind of look more dramatic. But yeah.
He's
Oh,
like,
Bravv, do you know how he does that?
I don't know. You can get him to teach you, I think.
He doesn't
It's
even have any
very remembered.
wings.
I think we're well established that it's not the wings, Alta.
I don't know what
Gotta
else it
have
would
that guy
be
give
apart
us
from the
rundown.
wings. Okay, but, did he really know what he was talking about?
Oh, well, our relationship with him is like ended already, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that he was only our friend because I was a warlord.
Well, I mean, I don't know, he is my fake dad, so that's gotta count for something, right?
Yeah, and he could be my dad.
So between the two of us, he's our dad. So he can't just abandon us.
Trust me, he definitely can.
Oh. I didn't know dads could do that.
Well, at least know that your real dad didn't abandon you.
I mean, I guess I don't know that for 100% sure.
Oh, well,
Now
I
that the
know
possibility's been put in my mind, I'm a little concerned.
Anyways, it's not. We don't need to think about that. Let's head to the compound.
Right. Let's navigate, guys.
alright, you guys... I imagine, do you guys shift the boat into the smaller form as you go through the combat?
Form the rowboat.
Raleigh.
Form the rowboat.
Forma de Robo.
Form the rowboat. Pick, for now, the 4 people who are going to be rowing.
Ooh.
The
What
4 people
skill
that are
check
gonna
is rowing?
It would probably be athletics, but it's more so just like it just needs to be as long as a person is dedicating time to just doing it repeatedly.
Okay,
It's
sure.
not going to be so much of a skill check thing as it is like a
Mm.
that's what your focus is on.
Is it a thing where like? Yeah, go on.
No, sorry. I was gonna ask if Squeven could row. If that's within his capabilities.
Do you want to ask?
You can
Squeak
drop
how
an
to row?
anchor.
Yeah, you don't know how he dropped that anchor. To be fair, you can watch him bring it back up if you want.
Bear, no. He fell into
Imagine
the
he's in your
sea.
backpack. Yeah, do you want to try and put Squeven on rowing duty?
Well, Avery, what were you gonna ask?
I was gonna ask if it was like we're not at risk of like exhaustion or anything.
You guys would have to take breaks every now and then. Like,
Hmm.
it would be quite a long journey. Alta, give me a perception check to see, as a navigator, if you could judge like how long this would be of a journey. You can tell this could be a 6-hour journey or a 4-hour journey, and you guys would have to stop within like every hour would have to take a half-hour break. Unless you want to risk exhaustion. You could ignore one.
Yeah, either
risk
6 or
exhaustion.
4, not 5.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the situation. You'll be going quite slow, but yeah, you guys can push yourself for exhaustion, but I'll kind of like ask if you guys make the choice to do it or not. Alright. Reminder, Bravv, Squeven is small enough to fit in your pocket if you ever wanted it.
Oh my god.
Turns out he's a tiny creature, so he is very little.
Oh, I hate him.
He sits next to Ferrum. He floats next to Ferrum. Okay. Sorry, which 4 people are rowing? It's gonna be... Is it Ferrum, Bravv, Squeven?
Yeah. Who else? Who hopping in?
I don't know. What's a good spot? I don't mind.
Okay. So this is the actual size of the boat you guys are on now. It's a lot smaller. In a big open sea. You guys set out for your first hour of the journey. Elect someone to roll a d20. For
Who's
luck.
not rowing?
For luck, you say?
For luck.
Whoever you guys want. Just a flat d20.
Who's going?
Well,
it's just a d20, like
I go on. True.
who's not rowing?
15.
Oh, well, that's fine.
You guys make it to the first hour. Luck is on your side. You make it the first hour without running into a sea king. You can.
Did we cast Pass Without a Trace?
Yeah, I'll cast Pass Without a Trace.
Wait, how long does it last? Sorry.
I think it lasts like an hour.
Okay, well, actually,
Hold on,
so actually, I decide when you want to. I suppose doing it now might not be a good
yeah,
idea.
it lasts an hour.
Okay,
So did you use it?
No. Oh.
Okay.
When do we want to use it? When we're like
we
right in
pass
the
these
middle?
checks.
So the way it's going to work is that if you're doing an hour without pass by trace, the roll is going to be at disadvantage, the luck roll. Because this place is infested. If you do it with pass by trace, it's a costly resource, but you can do it just like a raw d20 roll.
I do have 3 level 2 spell slots now, so I can cast
Okay.
it 3 times. But it's concentration, so I won't be able to cast it and conjure some dudes to row for
Would you
us.
be able to cast it in row?
Cast it in row, yeah, myself,
Right.
but I wouldn't be able to get some dudes to do it for us.
God forbid, Belladonna would have to row herself. She couldn't summon a peasant.
That's amazing.
Again, you've seen where she lives.
Okay, so you're not using
What if we
it,
just
then
beat the luck check?
if you're not using it for the first hour, it's going to be another d20
What do you guys think?
for
Would you
disadvantage.
rather
It's up to you.
do like the first hour without it or the second hour? Or
I
the-
don't really like the idea of you using up all of your spell slots, I won't lie.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, you might need those.
Yeah,
And like, you could do it just to fail anyway, like.
that's true.
So we're not using it then?
I don't know.
It's up to you guys, I don't
It's
mind.
Belladonna's call, because it's her spell slots, essentially. She's the one with the most to lose.
I'd say the first one and the last one without it, the 2 in the middle, because we'd be bang smack in the middle of the comm belt.
Hmm.
And
Right.
then that way I'll have at least 1 second level spell slot.
That means
I fuck with it.
another one is coming in. Here is the second d20 for the first hour.
You guys feel bubbling under the ocean.
Delightful.
Roll me. Let's see. Roll me a d6, someone, and you want low. This will determine the strength of the seeking that shows up.
I got this. I got this.
Okay.
Middle of the road.
Respectable. Well, it's actually, it's D6, so it's actually. It's a 3, not a 4.
Okay, everyone roll initiative.
I get advantage.
You get another advantage too, which is that you're the only non-surprised person here.
I was about to ask me to surprise, but I was like, if I don't mention it.
Getting a 26 with fuck off. Fuck off.
These people and their initiative advantages and their plus 20.
Oh, no, I rolled
Spoiled
a
brats.
19.
No.
Do I
I
just
have
roll my
advantage.
initiative twice because you can't roll an advantage initiative?
Sure.
I just take, I'm taking the 19 anyway.
You sure you don't want the 13?
Oh, I forgot to click on that thing. Or is there turn order? Oh.
I haven't pulled it up. I was finding the stat sheet that I want to use for this. Okay, so what should yours be? 19?
19.
Okay. So I'm going to roll initiative for a sea monster that is below you guys. And I'll put a token below. I'm not sure the token will matter, but just in case we need it. Initiative.
Oh, I just realized how easy it is to fall off this flipping boat.
You're
Little boat.
You guys and your devil fruit.
big plans for the little boat.
Wait, I can't even go jump after and save you because my cat will like.
Just leave the cat in the boat.
My mind,
This tiny little.
I can't be the only swimmer here, Alta.
Do you have a bag of holding or something I could put him in?
Oh my god, just put him on the boat.
It's called a barrel, but I think that'll work.
That's true. That is a.
Okay, just remember it goes before Ferrum. So, Bravv, it's your turn, but you're surprised. You can sense that there's something underneath you. It hasn't taken its turn, it hasn't arrived yet.
Oh, it's not necessarily my turn if I don't use my bonus action to rage, which I do, so...
Oh, I was gonna say you can choose not to if you want, yeah.
Yeah, I can choose to be surprised, but I shall not. Right, I enter a rage, and... can I see it at all in the water?
Give me a perception check. You can make out you can make it out that it looks like a kind of an eel-like thing, and it is like 30 feet underwater, right below you guys.
Oh, I can make it to it, I think.
Yeah, and you can see that it is like ready to start charging. Like it's like winding up its speed essentially.
Okay, so I could dive down and just start wailing on it.
Yep, do you want
Is it stupid as fuck?
to? You'll have disadvantage on hitting from underwater, but if you want to reckless, you could even it out.
Oh, is that a thing? That's fair.
Yeah, it's meant to be like only spears and tridents aren't disadvantage or something underwater, so that's the reason they exist.
Alright.
And also range attacks, I think, have like half range or something.
Yeah, it makes sense because it's getting shot into water.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I want to stop it, so yeah, sure. I'm gonna just dive down underneath, practice attack, and start wailing on this thing.
Okay. Roll your attacks.
Here is my first attack. 20, does that hit?
20 hits.
Lovely. I'm gonna make this a savage heal. So it's going to do. My rage modifier is now 6, and I get to reroll my d8. A 4 is better than a 2, so that is 9. So 15 damage from that one attack. I think I'm also gonna put charge on it because I'm also diving down like
Yep, that's
30
true.
feet.
D8
So
that
I'm
is.
gonna throw on my extra D8, which is another 7
Ooh,
damage.
nice.
And then here is my second attack. Also just move myself into the water. Just, 12. Does
Misses.
that miss?
Yep. That's a miss. Is that all you're doing in your turn? You've raged, you've done all that crack.
Suppose so. I don't have a bonus action because I have to rage. So
Okay.
my turn.
Make sure I know all those things' abilities. You see, now that you're closer up to this thing, this is like an eel, but with a long mane, as if it was a horse, but with 2 front claws and the face of a tiger. It is an abomination, and it tries to...
It's kind of like squeeving.
It tries to use... Oh, it has a couple other attacks. It goes to bite you, first of all. Okay, let's see. It has advantage while attacking you underwater.
Well, I already had advantage, so.
Well, it has advantage on you. You have disadvantage on attacks, but it doesn't have advantage on hitting you normally. So let me roll it to hit.
Oh. I was just, it's just when Bravv sees this thing fully, I think he'd definitely go.
You just hear like a tiger's roar come back at you as it looks at you. Does a that definitely hits 16 plus 6. That's a
maybe.
22. Give me a athletics check.
It is. I think I succeed.
You succeed. You still take 16 halved. You take 8 piercing damage. It bites into you. It then takes out 2 claws. And it's going to slash you with its claws 1 each.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll that to hit.
I just realized I don't have any music, and I haven't had music this entire session.
Oh no. Does a 15 hit?
15 does hit.
Oh, barely.
Meet the beat.
Unfortunate. You take another 7 damage with the half.
Oh, is that already half?
Already halved, yeah. So it's 14 damage. And then does a 20 hit? Yep. Okay. And you take 5 damage half. It's a 10 damage.
Okay, so only took roughly 20 damage that turn.
And
Not
this
too
thing,
bad.
without disengaging, essentially tries to swim 40 feet down. So you can try an opportunity attack it if you want.
May as well.
Okay.
Still like recklessly attacking. So
Yep. Go ahead. Roll a hit on it.
yeah. Another 12.
That misses. It goes down another 40 feet. It is now 60 feet under. It is Belladonna's turn.
Okay, so it's 60 feet.
60 feet down, your range attacks will have disadvantage and half range. Oh, that will stop Belladonna's attacks, I'm sure.
Her normal range is 180, so 60 feet is fine.
Yep,
I'm
you can see
gonna-
this thing just well, only because you have dark vision.
Yes, and I'm going to favored market.
Okay, yep, you can see it. Works.
And that means, wait, I don't have disadvantage on ranged weapon attacks at long range.
So you'll still have disadvantage on this.
Okay.
Let me check Rifle Master, see if it's on. No, yeah, you still have.
Yeah.
It's still disadvantage for a hit if you want to do your attacks at disadvantage now.
I might. Yeah. I'll just.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
2 attacks at disadvantage. 18 hits.
18.
No damage on that.
14 doesn't.
14 does not hit.
So it must have like an AC of 15 or 16 for hefty dice.
So is that 11 and then plus your favorite mark?
Yeah, 11 plus my favorite marker. I rerolled it twice. And I didn't hire.
Okay, is that with favorite mark already included or do you have to roll that?
Yeah. No favorite marks included.
Okay, 11 damage to it. Seems pretty chunked off of what Bravv's been doing to it, but it's still pretty healthy. It doesn't look like it's gonna retreat anytime soon. Alto's up next.
Is Bravv not first?
Oh, why is it showing me this order?
Because it's like surprise.
Oh, yeah, Bravv, you're
You
up
got
again then.
So it dived down how far?
Another 40 feet, I think I said. Or was it 30 feet? Oh, that's my speed.
I could technically.
Would have been 40 feet. So it's now 60 feet underwater, 40 away from you.
So wait, so it was initially 20 feet down, so am I 20 feet down?
Yeah, you're 20 feet down.
Alright.
So it's another 40 away from you.
Probably just gonna reset. There's no real reason for me to go after it.
Yeah, you can tell it is kind of trying to get you to go further down.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shit play. Can I make it like scared of me?
I'm sure. What are you trying to do?
So like since this is like a wild beast, I'm just gonna like it's less directly cross out to it, but like I want to just try and like basically conquer as this motherfucker. Just like yeah, get the fuck off of me, get away.
Okay, give me an intimidation check.
Basically just gonna like kind of mime like you at the end of my blade or something like that.
It looks at you and it seems like it thinks that you're miming what it's going to do to you. It's confused with the message.
It resurfaces. Oh, it's like a weird fucking tiger eel horse thing. I'm just gonna get back onto the ship, I guess, because I have enough movement to do that.
Yep, you get in the boat.
I don't know what else I could really do. Suppose hold my action, I guess.
Okay. What are you holding it for? Just if it pops up to attack it?
Yeah. But I'm gonna keep an eye on it.
Okay. Alta up next then.
Oof. Okay, so right. So I can't see it, right? Because I don't have. It's too deep.
You can give me a perception check. It'll be quite difficult with how far down it is.
Yeah.
You know whereabouts it is because of the Bravv one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know it's a rough area. It would be
Grand.
almost impossible to hit it for ranged attack from where you are. If you jumped in the
Yep.
water, maybe, but
Yep.
you definitely need to get closer.
Okay. Would it be possible for me to cast light?
Oh yeah, just
Try and
drop
like
something into the
yeah.
water.
Yeah. See, I want to drop a ball bearing, but I would be afraid that Bear would jump out. And what if I threw some dynamite in there? What if I could put a beam down there? And then by the time it gets to the ocean floor, it would grow. No, I'll just throw down a ball bearing and I'll cast light.
Okay.
So hopefully we can see the guy.
You cast light. Everyone has easy vision on this thing. Look, kind of just how I described. Weird horse, eel, tiger monster.
Oh.
Yeah, it comes down. Its eyes sort of squint as the light, unfamiliar to it, appears down below. And then you didn't with your bonus.
I don't think it's appropriate in this situation. We'll say to be
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it would be.
That entire group looking at
yeah.
Calm down.
You got a stern look.
I'm not sure it would be appropriate. I can I can steady aim. Not gonna do anything.
You can have a real good look at that thing.
Yeah. I don't really have any bonus action other than Risky Gambit, you know me. Or hiding, but I don't think I can really hide here, or there's much point in it. So.
Okay. Next up, it'll be Ferrum then.
It's still 60 feet away, right?
Yep, 60 feet under.
2 flying strikes with disadvantage.
Yep.
Send the lightning bolt.
No, I'm not wasting that now.
Both miss. Do you want to flurry of blows or your action?
No, I'm good.
Okay. And then bonus action you're doing?
I take the mountain stance. I prepare for impact. I do evasion.
Steady aim.
I move like all 50 feet. Like, oh shit. That's me.
Okay. It is the Sphinx turn. It swings up 60 feet. You guys lose sight of it as it appears under the boat. And you hear sound of wood creaking. And now that nobody's in the water with it, it has a new target, and it is the boat. It tries to attack the...
Form of the rowboat!
form of the rowboat.
No!
The thing that it thinks it has a better chance of getting, which is its control and movement, which is the oars. That is an AC of 12, hit points of 25. If it, in this turn, manages to hit enough, it can destroy the oars in this rowboat. D20.
So does he like resurface somewhere?
It's underneath the boat, essentially, swimming. And
gonna, like,
it's
try-
clawing down
yeah.
the oars and stuff like that.
Will I be able to smash it now?
Hitting it light. It didn't resurface right now, so it's not in your range. It would be essentially you have to jump off the boat and swim under it to get to it.
Like how far under?
Like you'd have to go down 5 feet down, or like 10 feet down and then over again. But I think since you readied your action to attack it, you can't really like move against it off your turn.
I technically could.
Yeah.
Sprinting view allows me to move.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if that's enough movement. It's 25 feet of movement I have.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be going down
And it'd be
10 feet.
halved because of the water, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's like right up to the bottom of the boat, right? That's what he's trying to do. So
Yeah, I'd say you could get down and get a hit on it. Yeah.
Do I also get these like bonus action or not?
I'll say you get to use your like multi attack your action just.
Yeah. So we dive back down.
Yeah, you can hit before it gets to swing off. It looks.
So with my
Looks really
sprinting
happy to see
cue, I get close enough to then swing on it. I get a reckless attack because I don't want to have disadvantage. So here is my first attack.
Oh, that's a crit.
And I get to roll a hit die.
You do.
Boom. 14 HP.
not bad.
Almost max.
And then here is my. So that is. I can only use one heal per turn, right?
Yeah.
Let's check. Pretty sure, yeah. Once per turn. And the second attack will be just regular. Does a 20 hit? And that's another clean 14 damage.
Getting it
So
down
that's
pretty low, chopping away at it. It's got scales that are coming off
15
at
and
this point.
14.
Yep, does a fuck ton to it. You see this thing like a cat. Angrily is like scurrying, and it is using its attacks on the oars of the boat. Gets 2 hits. It gets a 25 and a 23 because of the advantage of being underwater. Against the 12 AC. I should have heard that actually, but the oars have 25 HP, so I'm going to roll its damage, and if it overcomes that.
I have a question.
Yep.
Could I cast a shield on top of the oars?
Roll me an engineering check.
Not 20.
Yeah, you could if you wanted to. You could extend it to the oars.
Okay. +5 AC.
So
Not do anything.
But he told us it was a 23 and a 26.
Is it?
it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
If you wanted to, you could have not cast it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Since I told you, I probably shouldn't have said, but. Okay. It rolls. Let's see how much damage. First attack.
Oh, you can do that. Just know it's possible.
Yeah.
Protect yourself.
Yeah, but you figured it out. You can just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The oars of the boat snap. Are broken with both of its claws. One takes down each, rips them out of your hands. The last attack it does is a bite into the hull of the boat, which has a different AC, I believe.
Oh.
Which is it's an 11. Takes not 17, 20 out of the 50 HP of the boat. And if that destroys the boat is permanently gone, even if it's in its small form. So the boat is essentially at half HP. Combo's scary.
What is it?
Belladonna, your turn.
I'm shooting this bitch twice.
Okay, make me since it's directly under the boat, I'd say you'd have to do like an acrobatics or something to try and like actually get an angle on it. This is like it's under your feet essentially. You are struggling to get an angle. You can't hit it quite normally without doing something else. You don't fall off or something like that, but you are struggling to see it at all. It's essentially upside down, playing on the bottom of your boat, scratching it like a cat tire. This is the danger of water combats against these things, is they can just stay under.
I could summon my Aerosaur and ride around with my Aerosaur and try and get a different angle, but it's gonna be my action.
If you want to try and like, I could give you another acrobatics check if you want to like try and like riskily lean off, but that would have a risk of falling.
No.
Okay. This one was more so just like to see if you can get a safe angle on this. That would be just risky. What's the play?
Do I want to? No. I don't know. I really do anything.
Okay, do you want to just give the help action to someone then?
Yeah, sure. Who's next up?
Bravv is up, but you wouldn't be able to reach him, so you can give it to Altar or Ferrum. Alta's up after Bravv.
Alta doesn't know what she's doing.
Okay, Bravv is up. It's got the zoomies, it looks really happy to see you, but it's still scratching away the boat.
Right. Fuck. How low is it? Do you, or like, is it fucked up, or is he still like...
It's like around half. This thing is pretty bulky. Sequins in general, quite bulky, and it's quite a middle of the range way.
I am like circle around it. Get my charger activated. How big is it?
It is quite big. It's taking up like 9 tiles. Something like that.
Okay.
I guess it should be
How big
4.
is it compared to me?
I'll show it on the map. Should be like this size.
Okay.
Its size is large.
Huh. Or should we count at the same size?
You do.
I don't even need to make it a crushing cube then, so I will. So if it's like directly underneath the boat, so it's like kind of like where.
Yeah, it should be like here
middle of
essentially.
like, yeah, so I'm gonna like 1, 2, and then swing into it with my charger feet to shove it.
Okay.
10 feet, like out from under the boat.
Oh, okay, like off to the side, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I'm gonna be recklessly attacking because I kind of have to. Here is the attack.
Hits.
That hits, and I'm gonna make that a savage hue because I didn't use my hue up, so it's gonna be 6 rage damage. I'm gonna re-roll that d8 to give us 5. Is
Good
it better than a 1? So it
damage.
would be 16 damage from that attack.
So the charger feet would push it about like a deer. In
I was
view of
also
the crew.
thinking of like maybe even about there or like to the left.
Okay. Takes that damage. Yeah, it's getting relatively low. It's able to take hits. Starting to like blood is starting to appear in the water, but it's not fleeing yet.
Move in and then swing on it again.
Okay.
With my second attack. So it does. Oh my god.
Oh.
Stop critting.
Those hit. This might not even be good. Those hit die are getting low, I'm sure.
I'm on 1 hit die left, but you know.
Okay. Nice little
we're just so good at hitting them, so that is going to be
Oh.
16 damage, and then I'm healing 10 more health. Okay.
Nice.
I'm at more health than I started at. And then my turn will be ending with a pillage. It is. That's a miss.
That's a miss. Alta up next.
Alright, where is this clown?
It's in the water 10 foot down, but you can see it pretty clearly.
I can see it. So is Belladonna helping me, or did she hold her action to when she could say it? Or You're
Helping,
helping.
so you have advantage.
so how does the range check work if it's in the water?
It would have disadvantage if it has to enter through the water and it has half range, but it's so close that the range wouldn't matter. So it would disadvantage, the help action would equal that out to make it a flat roll. It's
Okay,
also
but then I
within
could steady aim
Yeah, it's also within range.
and
Well, you can't. If you have advantage from one and disadvantage from other, you can't like stack advantage around him.
I'm going to start crying.
But you still get sneak attack anyways because I'm.
Yeah,
next to
Bravv.
it.
You're next to it.
Yep. think you can take it.
So how many feet down did you say it was?
10.
10. Okay, yeah. So I can make an improvised weapon attack. It'll be a little sneaky. I probably should not have lit a ball bearing or just lit anything else anyway. Because that's just gone now. But anyway. That's not casting light anymore, but anyway.
Okay, you have
Whip
like
out another. And we're just gonna... No, I meant like as in like to cast light on. Like that's just gone to the bottom of the ocean. That is not helping any kind of visibility anymore. Yeah, let's make a cheeky little attack. Ooh.
Barely misses. Unfortunate. AC is 16.
It was one of the two.
Yep, it's one of the two. Barely misses. Anything you want to do your bonus action, please? Or are you steady aiming to get it?
Well, steady aim doesn't do anything.
Oh, I mean, did you already steady aim? Or do you want to do anything in your bonus action?
No, I didn't steady aim. Fuck it. Can I take my cat out of my bag and hand it to Belladonna?
Belladonna. Bear is approaching you, arms splayed,
Look after him.
ready to be
Okay.
lifted.
If I don't come back,
What?
make sure he knows I love him. And I'm gonna jump off into the water.
Okay.
So he's 10 feet down, so I can essentially get up next to him. We'll say, yeah, Mr. Pretty easily. I'll go like here on all risky gambit.
Okay. Hydrogen bomb. Let's go. Belladonna Bear is looking up at you, like cuddled in all lovingly, but looking at you quite concerned because it's like, I don't think Belladonna's a cat person, you know?
Sorry, I need to check my movement real quick. That was 5. Swim. Swim down. That was 35 feet. Okay, yeah.
57. You use the fairy lights creation, so this thing is very well lit. Everyone can see it.
Well, it's kind of anticlimactic, but like, okay.
Tell Bear I love him. Jumps in. It's very pretty and bright under here. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna. I've just realized I kind of messed up my movement, so I don't actually have the movement I think to get out.
Oh.
Because I swam right down, and that's twice my. So I'm not as fast a mover as Bravv.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna sit there, I guess.
It looks at you, looks at Bravv. It's trying to decide who it wants.
Surely got to be angrier at that guy.
You may be dead.
On a 1, it's Alta, and a 2, it's Bravv. Dumb beast.
You may be dead.
1 Alta.
I did tell.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I could uncanny dodge, man. There was no danger.
There was so much danger.
Bro, relax.
Okay. That is a crit on Bravv.
Yeah, okay, nice uncanny dodge.
Hey, half's the same as your rage, like.
Yeah, but that's on every attack. You get on 1.
Let's see. What's we got?
Yeah, but he'd miss the others.
Nah, he did.
The first hit. 2. You take 38 damage, halved, so that's half to 19.
Wow.
So that would be quite rough. That would have just barely knocked Alta out, except uncanny dodge.
Uncanny dodge! Uncanny dodge! Ref.
Goes to take another swing at Bravv, gets another nat 20.
Okay.
Okay, same damage. You take 15, it's already half.
Nice.
And he's going
Suddenly
to...
those crits might have been
Oh,
good.
give me a athletics check as well, because that one's a bite, just trying to grapple you. You're
Get
fine.
the fuck off me.
What the fuck?
It slips all the way off you. Makes its last attack roll. 19. Yes. That is 8 damage already halved.
Nice. So those crits I got mattered. I lived on 5.
Yep. It then tries to. Yeah, maybe we can help here. No, it tries to swim straight down again.
Opportunity attack!
Another 40 feet down. Yeah, go ahead.
Opportunity.
We both get opportunity.
Go for attack with disadvantage.
Teehee.
Well,
Oh, with
I guess
disadvantage.
I have normal because I'm still recklessly
Yep,
attacking.
you're reckless.
Disadvantage.
Come on, hit.
I would like
That's
to
a
hit one
hit.
thing.
Hits. Chance you guys kill this.
12. I need. You get sneak attack?
No, I have disadvantage.
Oh, right.
I'm not sure I can do that on reaction anyway.
Yeah, you can. As long as you
Oh,
have
I didn't
all the
know.
things that match for sneak attack.
Anyway, I have disadvantage.
That was the thing I was really hyped for Frankus, was that he took the fighting initiative feat and it let him have riposte, which let him, if someone hit him, he could hit them back. So he could just sneak attack them as a reaction, even if they didn't leave. Okay, roll ultimate damage. 8. Barely alive.
I just don't get good sneak attack die.
Yeah, thing is barely
That's like
alive.
your
You can
5d6.
tell a hit will take it out. Swims down. Is now 60 feet underwater again.
Fuck me.
But it is clearly visible to you guys. Ferrum, it's your turn. Every time Ferrum goes to hit this thing, it just goes underwater.
4 flying strikes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh my god, no.
They might be.
Well, guys, I did my job. I took the mountain stance and then I chill.
It looks around thinking it's in a jacuzzi with all these like bubbles and impacts have popped up next to it. Belladonna, your turn.
Do I still have? Is it still underwater?
Still, it's 60 feet underwater, but Alta has fairy lights on it, so it's clearly visible and everything.
Okay. So do I
You're
still
welcome.
Do I still have disadvantage on it?
You have disadvantage on attack rolls. But you're in range to hit it. Looks like one hit would kill it. It's most likely gonna be this one if it hits. 2 disadvantage attacks. With her plus 11, that is so unlucky. Oh my god. Your gun jams for a second. Bear seems to be playing with it.
I'm gonna lie down.
You just sit down, Bear
He's
is,
tired.
Bear is purring in your lap out of sympathy. Bravv.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Bravv, do you want a healing word?
No.
Okay.
Usually,
wouldn't
we
need
should
it.
save those healing words for if someone goes down.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
have a limited resource right now.
Okay. 60 feet down.
60 feet down.
40 feet from. Is it 40 feet? You guys were 10 foot down, so it's 50 feet away from you, actually.
Yeah. Do we need to be like breathing or anything? Like, what's
I thought
our...
about that, but I thought about that too late, so I'm not gonna care about it.
Okay.
I mean, even then, it's like Bravv went up and down.
Yeah, you guys wouldn't have triggered, I don't think. Maybe. I don't know.
Chill.
Should have been.
Well, chat, I could if I wanted to. If I really, really wanted to dive with my dash action all the way down there, and then propel myself back up with a Riptide.
Oh,
Being a
yeah.
surefire way to hit this thing to deal at least 46 damage. It could have cold damage resistance though.
Yeah, it has a dex save.
Apparently,
is it?
I mean, it's nearly dead, right?
Yeah, it's very close
It's
to
nearly
dead.
dead, yeah. But I would have, if I wanted to even hit it, I'd have to dive all the way down. So I might just say good luck, Alta, and get out of the water. He literally can't do anything unless I do.
Yeah,
Riptide.
water Come at us.
Alta is cooked.
Alta, it's your turn. Brav's out of the water.
She's so
The water,
cooked.
and do the same thing as before, just hold my action and see if it resurfaces.
Belladonna, you see a very bloodied Bravv come up out of the water, lay down, soaking wet next to you.
He's so cooked. Oh my gosh. He's 60 feet down.
Yeah, so 50 from you.
Oh my god. I don't have anything that's a ranged weapon that's 100 feet.
Unless you want to get closer.
Impressed weapon is at most 120 feet, right? Or is that just half?
That's 120 with disadvantage, yeah. But I guess I'm fighting with disadvantage anyway, right?
Yeah.
So I can hit. Actually, yeah, I could. So I can hit improvised weapon for 60 feet with disadvantage. Can I? I think at some point I should really come up for air, though. I'll be real.
You're 10 feet away from me.
Yeah, but if I steady aim to get like neutral, or no, steady aim gives myself. Wait, let me read.
Steady aim is you can't
The steady
phase,
aim
right?
give myself. Yeah, but the steady aim explicitly give myself. Yeah, give myself advantage on your next attack roll in the current turn. But I can't move. So that would just cancel it out.
Yeah.
Is that what I want to do, or do I want to be able to move?
You did roll 2 25s on an opportunity attack.
It's kind of goaded.
Which says I can't happen again.
Yeah, I'll just attack with disadvantage, and if that goes wrong, you'll never guess what I do.
Okay, go ahead. One hit could kill it.
No one left in the water.
Come on. No
It's not
whammies, no
like-
whammies,
Wait,
no
also,
whammies,
where's
no
my spell?
The
whammies.
ocean is freezing. It's so
Just roll a 19 and 18. Roll 19 and 18. Roll a 19.
So easy. Just roll 2 crits from it.
So free.
Wait, sorry, let me turn off sneak attack. I do not have that.
The easiest double
Never
crit of your
not
life.
have sneak attack.
That's a hit.
There it is. That's
kill.
it.
Could kill.
Come on.
Better than 25 and 25.
That's it. That's gotta be it. That's
It's
gotta be it.
alive.
Come on.
Jesus Christ. Evan, you always do this. You're like, it's a one hit away, and then you'll do one hit, and you'll be like, but
thought
not that
so.
hit, though.
Listen, I thought so. Yep, it is on a HP.
What? It goes
It's
next,
on
right?
one.
Or
It goes next.
who goes next? Ferrum?
I did it accidentally once where it was Ferrum before, but it's meant to be Ferrum after because of the dex score difference.
Oh, can I risky gambit?
Oh yeah, you were skiing it.
I thought that the okay was to me. I was like, I'm sorry, I've risky gambit.
What do you hit? Let's see.
It's important.
Okay. This thing gets knocked prone, but I think it's swimming. I don't think it can be knocked prone.
Can we get the rule book?
Can a
Googling.
creature be prone while swimming? 5e.
Yes.
Rules is written. Prone says can't be applied of underwater. Sure, it goes prone. I guess.
That's nice.
Yeah, I looked it up. It literally comes up on Google and then highlights it. Yes, it can.
Yeah, though it is from a Reddit post, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that they didn't think about, so everyone just rules
Yeah.
differently. I think it's one of those things that you don't really think about it. 'Cause to be fair, you don't really try to do this stuff. Okay, well, I guess Alta will just get back in the boat, maybe? I don't know if that's a good idea. Will that just make him attack the oars again?
I mean, the oars are gone. But
It's
he has
okay, you don't have
half
any oars.
movement.
Or the boat again, rather.
Yeah. I mean, I'm holding my action for him to come back up, so.
Okay, yeah.
can always do
So I'll just
something.
go back in the boat, I guess. And end
Um,
my turn.
I found a different thing though, which is pretty funny. There are no specific rules for what happens if knocked prone while swimming. Therefore, from a purely mechanic standpoint, we must assume that generally applies.
Yeah, makes sense.
I read one that's like, no matter how far they are away from the floor, they get knocked down. So they get knocked all the way to the bottom. I thought that was really
A
funny.
few thousand feet, you know.
In 6 seconds as well. That would be crazy falling damage. Yeah, they're like. Can it? How fast is it? Is it 50 movement? Like, is that its movement? speed?
Probably it's swimming.
Yeah,
It probably
it's
has a
pretty
super
quick.
fast swim speed.
It's also got a better reach to it. So also another thing, rules written. If you're readying your action, you got to tell me specifically what would happen and what you'll do. And moving is counted as one of the actions that you can do, rather than one of the multiple things you could do. So you can choose to like
Well,
go
that's-
down and follow it, or you can just go to attack it,
I mean,
or you can attack it if it's within your range, kind of.
see, it's just like my attack lets me move.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, like, because sprinting Hue literally says you can move up to half your movement. So it's like, I could move with this attack.
Okay. It comes up once again. Goes
Does
under
it
the
make
boat.
it though?
Let's see. Can it?
Because it uses half its movement to get up, and it's 60 feet down.
I'll say it takes the dash action and makes it to the back end of under your boat.
Oh, so
Actually, no, hold on. This thing is on 1 HP. This thing flees.
Oh,
Yeah, this thing is swimming away. You can see a blood trail. You do not get the kill on it. It is defeated, and most likely is going to be eaten, but doesn't really make sense it would come up and die, so you guys have
We
defeated
didn't
it.
even get to steal its teeth.
we did it!
Squeven looks and just goes, I forgot to roll initiative. Okay, we'll do the rest of the checks and then we will finish up the session. So,
Alda shakes like a dog and takes bear.
do you guys take your half-hour rest? Or do you push on at risk of exhaustion?
I think we kind of have to rest, unfortunately.
Bravv is not looking his best.
Yep, you take your rest.
I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be like a short rest, so I'm not using my hit die. Do you need that?
Yeah, you chill for half an hour. Another bit of rowing is gonna go unless you guys want to turn around. Well, it will be. You'll still have to do an action to turn around and go back, and it'll be a full another round. But if you guys do one more of these rolls, it will be halfway point. You will be in the middle. Well, as in the next two will be in the middle, I guess.
Yeah.
So you guys continuing onwards?
Suppose so.
Okay,
right?
is
I mean,
Belladonna-
we came this far.
Yeah, pass without trace.
Pass away trace. Okay. Someone roll at 1d20.
I'll roll again. Okay.
You guys do not run into any beasts. They're going to use pass away trace. We'll do the next one.
Also pass
Use
without
it
trace.
again.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the two.
Ooh.
So the two middle sections. 9.
Okay. Who is not steering or who's not? Oh wait, no, you guys can't move because you don't have a horse.
Oh yeah. Forget about pass the trace.
You guys are kind of stranded.
Can we make makeshift oars?
Can we use sticks of dynamite as oars?
Someone
Surely we have backup oars.
4 oars
Can
on the
I-
ship. You guys haven't upgraded it yet, unfortunately.
Fuck.
Can
Mm.
I,
Mhm.
if we're willing to forego pass without trace because it's concentration, get some rope, summon my aerosaur, and get the aerosaur to fly. Pull it.
Oh, you can do that with the hot air balloon as well.
I'd like if you guys want to do.
Sure.
Could we like get the hot air balloon to be like...
Sure, I'll say somehow in this small version of the boat, the hot air balloon is accessible. It takes some time also to get it up and running. It takes like a half an hour at best.
Okay, well, I don't know. What's the best idea? People thinking.
So
Well,
wait,
if we're
if we
using
do
the
the
hot
air
air
source,
balloon,
yeah, go ahead.
if we're using the hot air balloon, how does the hot air balloon move? Like, how does it go forward?
Oh, there's no wind.
But no, that's why we use the air soar.
Yeah, that's
So
what
we're
I'm
flying.
thinking.
Yeah.
We
Sorry.
we're flying and we avoid the Sea Kings.
Well, I don't think we can fly. I don't think the air
Yeah,
sword
it would
can
be
like
big enough to tow you guys.
all of us.
Not up to its
Yeah, it would
speed.
Yeah, I think
but-
we'd still have to be on the water. Like someone could
Yeah,
fly in it. I
be
guess.
able to
The
tow us.
hot air
but-
balloon we'd just have a fire, so it'd like go up.
It'd go up, but it wouldn't be
Oh,
able to.
wait.
You wouldn't be able to navigate it really.
We all get in the hot air balloon, and then the aerosaur tows the hot air balloon.
Yes.
That's possible. The ship is also heavy.
In its barrel form?
Yeah, it's a big ass barrel. There's it got like a ship inside, but it's still pretty heavy. It's like half the weight of this boat. It'd be possible, risky. 5 extra people in it as well.
Okay, let's.
mean,
let's
It's
look
meant
at
to have
the
about 4
aerosaurs.
passengers.
Could Bravv help the aerosaur?
Alright.
Just encourage it, I guess.
Fine.
He'd ride on its back and then like
The aerosaur.
That's just more for it to
has
carry.
a
fucking.
+2 to
Well,
strength.
no. So it'll be one out of the hot air balloon, but he'd be pulling with the aerosaur.
I think this is akin to like the idea of having a magnet on a car and then having another magnet pull the
No,
car. I think I think it would be just it would cancel out because it would be also causing the aerosaur to carry more.
But realistically, if we're floating and then towing it, it'll like.
The aerosaur has a
What-
+2 to strength, so
It would be able.
It's
You
not
would be able to
problem
get both to tow it. It's just that essentially you could get the aerosaur to tow maybe the hot air balloon and the boat, but it would be quite slow if you like towed the hot air balloon to the boat and then the boat towed to the aerosaur. I guess.
Do we just tow the boat with the aerosaur? Like,
the
Got
aerosaur
that
tows
right,
the boat.
maybe.
Okay.
I think it gets too complicated since you had a third
Yeah.
vehicle. I know it was my idea.
The only thing is we're going to be foregoing Pass Without Trace.
Yeah, but you guys, to be fair, no one but Bravv took any damage. Granted, he is like our guy, and also Squeven never rolled initiative. He's actually good,
He's a fraud.
super strong.
Yeah, he'll join in.
We
the next
just
one.
need to get Squeven to frighten them all when they come over, and we're grand.
True.
I could also attempt my intimidation
Mm-hmm.
to just make it like
No,
want to try and
we
kill
need
us.
All right. I'm
Clearly,
gonna roll.
Brav's
Are you
intimidation
doing
doesn't
the
work. We
aerosaur
need
plan?
Squeven.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a strength check for the aerosaur. No matter what, it is gonna be able to pull you guys because it's a big fucker. I'm gonna do a strength check to see how. Roll me a d20 and it'll be a +2. Belladonna.
Just get a nat 20. Like, let's be honest.
It's still gonna be able to carry you guys. It's just if it's gonna be any quicker than the oars. It carries you guys at a movement about 25, so 10 feet more than the oars did, which is quite funny. Just have this giant dinosaur pulling you guys, anchoring you guys. I guess give me a group perception roll, everyone except Belladonna. Sorry.
Perception.
I'm concentrating.
Yo.
Ayo.
4.
Watch
Yeah.
this. Watch this. Watch this.
You're so
Never mind.
nerfed. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, you can't. You see that there are a couple Sea Kings that are nearby. You don't see much else. Are we doing the rolls now to?
We could just
Use
take
this?
the rolls of the 14 and then 9 from before. I mean, those were already rolled for the thing. That would
With those
I
a
mean,
disadvantage?
the 9 would be the one.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, like it was
We'd get
14
an
and
Yeah.
then I rolled
Alright,
for
you
2
rolled that one,
ahead.
so then we'll do the next one. Will be another 2d20s then.
Okay.
So
So
you're
yeah, we got
2
14 and 9.
out of
Just-
4 on the way there.
Okay, so 6. Okay, well.
You guys Bravv, you notice on the horizon as the next hour passes, a figure start to gain, and you guys just come over the horizon. At the same time, you notice a rumble underneath the boat, and you can see. It seems like in this time frame, Garamakia is close to gaining on you guys now that the boat has slowed so much down from the oars.
Well,
up to
are
you
we
guys.
moving faster than the oars?
We're moving faster.
No, because of the
thought
fact that you were using the oars in general is a good bit slower.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I get you.
Because like this is like 3 hours of oars and then 1 hour, or 2 hours of oars and then 1 hour of aerosaur essentially, or no, 1 hour of oars, 2 hours of aerosaur. Yeah, you guys see, and we will end there, that he is very much on the horizon, knows where you guys are, is like a good couple of 100 feet away. Last roll of the session, whoever wants to do the luck check, roll me a d6 to see how strong the Sea King is.
Oh god. He wants to do it.
Anyone can have it.
Who's feeling lucky tonight?
Yoink. Oh, that's a 2 and a
Perfectly
4.
average Sea King.
I think actually a 6 could have been good for us. We got them to fight each other.
If you guys want to make more
Attacking
noise and stuff next
indiscriminately.
session, that's up to you guys and stuff like that. For now, something of similar strength or the same thing that you guys fought will come back to fight, and Garamakia is on the horizon.